Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode. I don't know what face that is, B, but I love it. Um, welcome to another exciting episode of Curse of Strahd, run by the ever wonderful Matihi here on the channel. Of course, you're here on my channel, Emma Panada. I'm Emma. You can find me on Twitter as well at Emma Panada. I shitpost on Twitter, and we run various TTRPG games here. Yeah, let's go around and meet the other players really quick before we hop into this session of the game. Monster, who are you?
Hello, I am Monster X Bait on Twitch. Just getting back to that, Twitter and Instagram, and I do some variety streams and stuff like that.
Love it. Perfect. And next, let's hit up the Staster.
Hello, I'm Stacy, and this is Ratatouille. And I'm on Instagram on Couple of Chumps Cosplay, where there is not much cosplay, or anything for that matter. Back to you.
All right, and Bikake.
Hello, I am Bikake. You call me B. I'm an art streamer on Twitch, Wednesdays through Fridays. I'm also Bikake on Instagram and Picardo.
Ooh, Picardo's where you go for the spicy.
Just like Jimothy.
Spicy. Not like Jimothy.
Jimothy is
He's
not,
not allowed to
Nope.
watch
It's a
Picardo.
different type of pussy.
Amazing. And last but not least, we have the amazing Matihi.
Hi, I'm Matihi. I run this game as the Dami Mommy Strahd. Mommy.
Sorry.
You can also find me here every other Friday, including this Friday playing Kondo in our Avatar game that Emma runs. I'm also tomorrow, most likely, maybe we'll see how scheduling works out, but I'm going to be in Stella Luna's Patreon game, Wilds Beyond the Witchlight, playing Rakaria, who is a tiefling, and I wear big ol' horns and dress up for that.
I did all the art for that game too.
Yeah!
love
V
that
did the art for all the characters, all the player characters in that game, and it's absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, that's me. Back to you, Emma.
Thanks. At any time, if you aren't sure what's happening in this session, or you just want a quick recap of what's going on, maybe you zone out for a minute and then suddenly you're like, what the fuck, why is there a glass shark? Then you can hit !COS recap in the chat, and it will pop up a helpful little link to a Google Doc that I'm supposed to keep up to date, but often I forget to do so during the session, and then I panic update it at the beginning of the next session, which might be what's happening right now.
Nice.
But with all of that out of the way, Matihi, why don't you go ahead and drift us off into the world of adventure?
Wait, I'm running this? Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's go. Let's get back into and enter Barovia. Standing on the shore of Lake Zarovik are 4 members of an unnamed party. Tucked underneath the tallest member's hair is a small but plump rat looking nervously out to the waters ahead. An ostentatious half-elf looks to the same spot with minor creases on its pointed face. Light trails of mist curl and swirl on the top of the water, but are briefly sliced by an unknown entity. With Ghislaine and Sin's keen eyes, they see, glinting in the muted sunlight, the shape of a fin in the water. It was near impossible to keep track of, and utterly disappeared when the fin descended back underneath the water. But they knew something vicious was swimming around in the deep and dark lake. Excited and determined, a small little Jimothy paddles out towards a boat in the center of the lake. You all heard from Ratavio that a local fisherman, Bluto, had been carrying a suspiciously person-shaped package over his shoulder and up to the lake. You convinced Rictavio to come along while Irina stayed behind to watch over Ismark and the kids. A large, portly man with wisps of hair begins to stand in the boat that rests in the center of the lake. His clothing is sweat-stained with patchwork over top of the probable holes in the fabric. Serana and Ghislaine can smell how ripe the man was even from this distance. Ripples of water from unseen forces gently rock the boat as he bends down to pick something up. The boat rocks more furiously as a large, person-sized package wrapped in burlap is revealed from under the seats of the boat. And it is at this point that I would like all of you to roll me initiative.
Wait. Before we do,
Yes.
that's where you click on your token first.
Click on your token first, please.
Then
shoot.
I remembered.
Thank you. Damn, Bluto's fast as fuck, boy.
Do you want me to re-roll it or
I-
just leave
wait.
it there?
I
What
can
do
add
I-
you to the turn tracker.
I click the token and then what?
You
So
click the
is it-
token and then go into your sheet.
Mm.
And then, yeah, you'll click initiative. Let me just add.
Oh yeah, that 5.
Y'all are slow as heck.
Wow, feeling
Let's
a little
see
not fighty today, I
how-
guess.
Let's see how this
I'll woo.
would do.
I'll woo. Maximum I'll woo.
Octavio, not great. What about Jimothy? How fast?
Better roll
is
low. I'm going
Jimothy. 11. It's all right.
or
So, in this case, you. Oh, I see that Eric has given us 1,000 bits. So, Eric, of course, in regards to the donations, you can either choose to, if you'd like, you can. Not from the deck of many things, because that is not my game, but if you would like, you can inflict chaos upon 2 of the players. It's a wild magic table that I have created specifically for this game, which I do have to pull up.
Also, if you're seeing the donation PNG that shows the deck of many things, if you reload the page, you should see the correct
Thank you,
donation
Emma.
picture.
Yes, there are also donations in this game. If you donate $1, you can choose what player that you'd like, or a GM, and they will get an extra D6 to a roll of their choice. $3 will grant a player or GM I think advantage on their next roll. Gosh, I don't even remember what I put. And then there's a third one. Oh yeah, $5 for chaos, and $20 for Strahd. Yeah, I'm great at that. You're welcome. But yeah, you can choose 2 people if you'd like Eric to give chaos to, or you can give you can give everyone 2 D6s or whatever you'd like to do. Yeah. Anyway, initiative. So you don't have to get into combat right away, of course, but I will let you know that on his turn, Bluto has picked up this package in his hands, and he takes it and kind of holds it up above his head. You see the boat starting to thrash furiously as he attempts to stabilize his balance, and he just kind of tips over, and you see the person-sized package dump into the water. Oh, yes, I forgot. There are other people who also need to roll initiative. And by people, I mean glass sharks.
Oh no.
Yep.
Did you mean
Yep.
to say that in a plural way?
Maybe. Who knows?
Is the Jaws
Yes,
music gonna play?
please.
I wish Jaws music was royalty free.
So
Oh, that's a
apparently,
What about if instead of Dana, it's like na-na, 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 na-na. It's backwards. Na-na, na-na.
Just pitch it up.
Mhm. Let me redescend this. Oh, okay. Amazing. Cool.
So do we have to like roll for chaos, or is that a
Yes,
different thing?
B and Emma. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Emma and B, please roll me a 52. We've added a few new things. It's gonna
New
be weird
things.
dice. 2 new things. We're slowly adding things to those. It's great. A 1.
I got a 1.
Interesting.
Wow.
Okay. And a 13. Okay. Ooh, this actually applies right now. Oh, these are fun. Okay, I'm very excited. I'm just gonna highlight them on my tracker. Thank you so
scared.
much, Eric. No, this is great. All right. The next thing that goes, Serana. As you're kind of standing there and you see this person go overboard, Jimothy is paddling out into the front of the ocean. As you like begin to like kind of take a step forward, your foot rests on this bag and it kind of tips it over. And as it tips over, you see a number of gems kind of spill out onto the ground in front of you.
Ooh, piece of candy. Am I still a wolf? I think I'm still a wolf.
If you're, that's totally fine. You can be a wolf. Wait,
I don't remember. No, I unwoofed
Okay.
when I got there. So yeah, no. I see them. Oh, well, that's loud.
Oh, sorry. You just turned.
I
down
was-
there. Yep. I'm sorry. Certain ones are a little bit louder than others. Just go into the settings section. We can. I'll crank it down a little. I am sorry.
It was my browser volume was just up super loud.
All right, Serana, what would you like to do as you kick over this bag of gems?
How many
Amazing.
gems we talking here? Like a lot or like a few?
You look down at this and roll me 3d6, please. Looks to be 13 gems. Kind of a few spill out, but
I
oh
rolled-
wait.
I typed
Oh,
the
sorry,
wrong
2.
number in.
My apologies. Yeah, so you see that 5
Oh.
kind of spill out.
8.
8. Okay, you see 8. There's 8 in total.
One day my typing will work.
You see 8 gems spill out into the ground in front of you of various different sizes and colors.
Well, okay. So
Get them.
would you say he's 30 feet, right?
But the water is difficult terrain if you're moving there, probably. Unless you have a
What
swim
if I just
speed.
run real fast across the surface of the water? I'm kidding.
Do you want to try to jump?
I didn't know you were playing Jesus.
No, he's like 30 feet. I'm not maybe as a woo I'd try, but no. In fact, what I do, since I can't probably get up to him until we can hop in one of these boats and start paddling, right? I would like, there's boats right there. Cast summon oars. No, I'm gonna bless people. I can summon up to 3 creatures within range. You know what? Jimothy's within range. He's gonna need it. Bless his little heart.
All right,
I'm gonna go Jimothy and then Ghislaine for punching and stuff and cutting with sword. I don't know. You're big. Have that. And then let's see. Let me put this in chat for you. Boop. You bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number. Boo.
Perfect. So
oh!
the end.
Do I have 2nd level spells? Can I?
You
You
should.
do, yeah.
I'm still not used to how D&D has
That's
like
okay.
lower
Upcasts?
spells that you can just go up. That's
Mhm.
neat. I can add 1 additional creature. I'm gonna hold off.
No problem.
I'm gonna get who looks like they could, because I'm trying to avoid like the casters really. So the magic-y people, because I figure like for attacks. Does Rictavio have like a sword or something?
You glance over at Rictavio. Make me a perception check, please.
Let's see. Go here and perception. Normal roll, because I'm not smelling him. You smell like you
Mhm.
fight.
So you catch it as Rictavio, as he's looking towards this thing, you see that he's got kind of a cane that you haven't really noticed it because he doesn't seem to lean heavily on it, but he's got a cane that he's using. And you see he pulls it up slightly and you see a slight glint of a blade.
Sword cane. Well, at least it's not like a walker with some tennis balls on it. So, why not? He could use a good blessing. I think that's all he can do, right? I can bless. And would it be... See, here's the thing. If I just hop in, because there's 3 boats, right?
There are 3 boats currently in front of you. You think approximately 2 people can fit per boat.
Yeah, but like, do I want to weigh in a boat? What if I do the running and just jump on the boat so it just slides forward? Or am I going to sit here and wait for somebody to push? No, I'm going to hop in this boat and go get this little kid. I'm going to try to hook him. I'm trying to hook his boat with my staff.
Perfect. So you run up to the boat. Let me get a boat in for you. And you hop in. Oh, let me send it backwards because step back. That way you're on top of the boat.
I'm on a boat.
So I'll say you get to about like here.
Boats and hoes. Boats and hoes.
You turn the boat because you're going after Jimothy. You get to about here, so he's still about 10 feet away from you before the end of your turn.
Is it a free action to mom voice him?
Yeah, go ahead.
I go, Jimothy, you are not prepared to fight a shark. You get back here. We can tell there's like a shark fin, right? Is that a shark? It's
you
weird
were
and clear.
Yeah,
but...
you were pointed out by Sin and Ghislaine that there was some sort of glinting fin that was like made of glass, like something.
You get back
glassy.
here right now, Jimothy.
Make me intimidation check.
3
with
That's
advantage.
2.
Oh no, she's doing the counting.
Doing the
God.
count.
Oh no, not the count.
1.
No. What'd you roll? I don't see it.
Intimidation with advantage.
Yeah.
Making biscuits.
That's a hard-working cat.
Oh, I forgot I don't
Making
have
biscuits with all the feet.
what's it called? Acceleration on.
19.
My stuff will be slow.
Oh, we gotta change that. So, Serana, as you like speak to Jimothy, you see like the little hairs on his back, on the back of his neck, like just prickle and stand up. And you see he sheepishly looks back to you and he says, But I'm a brave adventurer too. I just want to help. I just want to help him.
You help with your friends. You don't help alone.
Okay.
That's being selfish. Sharing is caring. Spread the loot. Also, I feel like I skipped over the gem thing because I got real.
All good.
I got real looking at my spell list. I'm in glass shark mode. I don't know if I would too much about it, but I'm just gonna be like, I'll point, and whoever sees it, I'll just be like, I found a thing there, and I'm gonna point at just the gems because I forgot to grab them. So just yell back at them. I'm still got mom voice on. Somebody grab the gems.
Alfie will gladly grab the Jimmy boys.
Perfect. All right. So next, so you see this creature, it begins to, you see that kind of glint. All of you have seen it briefly as it came out of the water, and Ghislaine and Sin pointed it out. But let's see. It is going to attempt to disappear back underneath the water as not very good. I think all of you will still see it. You see it dive under the water, and it seems like there's like particles or something in the water that's almost highlighting it as it starts to kind of swim around. How much movement does this thing have? There it is. It kind of starts to circle in this area. You see it just kind of going around underwater, circling this boat.
Quick question. Did
Yeah.
we see the thing that he dumped over in the water? Did we see where it went?
You saw that
Did it
Mhm.
sink immediately, or is it kind of there?
it's like slowly descending into the water. Like it's taking on more and more water. The fabrics, like the fibers, are soaking up more water, so it's slowly sinking down. But it's about. Let me get up. Let me draw a shape. It's about like here. A little square.
Gotcha.
Perfect.
Rictavio says, "But we need to get in the boat. Let's go rescue them. 2 arms!" And immediately like runs at a sprint, picking up his cane, and jumps into this boat here. He will begin to prepare it to go out, but he will wait for someone else to kind of jump on as well. It's like here. So he's prepped it, so it's ready to go. And can you give me... I should have
Okay.
done all this before. I'm a goose.
Up to
It's-
1 minute. Sorry, I was keeping track of my spells.
No worries. What is he gonna do? He's going to... He's gonna look to you, Alfie. Oh, I should have done this before. I'm gonna do a little bit of rewind. Rictavio is going to quickly step here and then look to Alfie and like say, "Good show," and pat you on the shoulder and cast guidance on you, and then hops into the boat.
What does that do?
So guidance.
Basically, bless.
Yeah, so guidance, you touch one willing creature. Once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of their choice. So it lasts for a minute.
But mine lasts for not just ability checks, it's attacks and saving
Yes, yours is
Yeah.
better. Sorry, you gave the bless to Jimothy, Ghislaine, and who else?
throws. Rick
Mhm.
Okay. We're giving it to Rick.
to the like melee people.
Yeah, there we go. He got blessed. Perfect. So that was Rick. Jimothy is gonna like paddle the boat because he's not using the oars. He kind of like paddles it around and like swims it back to you.
Oh,
And
baby.
he like comes beside you there. No.
Well, shit.
Piranha. And he hops onto your boat and like goes back into your hood. And he says, "I'm sorry."
We're gonna have a talk later.
Like, there's just this heartbrokenness of Jimothy. He's so scared, like, of you, not of the situation. He's no fear
I
of the
might
situation.
not have like fully unwolfed. I might have gone to wolf. Maybe I forgot that
Little
like I had
ears.
the halfway point.
Just little Serana ears. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Alfie, it is your go. What would you like to do?
Okay.
The money. The money.
Yeah, I have the bejewels.
You
Um,
scoop up the jewels into your hand. It's fairly easy.
wait, I think I lost it. Are these jewels useful right now, or are they just we
It's
They're
just
just jewels.
It's
We just
fucking
have some
money in the
jewels?
bank.
It's money.
sick?
I think
got
I
money.
think there was just money on the ground.
Yeah, it's like in the bush. Like you see that
Yeah.
someone like threw it into the bush.
Yeah. Okay,
Jesus,
gonna
Agnes.
pocket that shit for later. And then who's on a boat, right? Okay, so Rictavio's on a boat by himself?
Rictavio's waiting for someone to hop onto
Oh,
his boat.
I'm on that fucking boat, bro.
Yeah, you sprint up and head onto the boat. Oh my god, there's so many. Jimothy! We'll put you here, Jimothy, little baby. So you hop onto the boat, and I will say you and Rictavio get 5 feet up just because you had a little bit of extra movement. So you start going into the water, you at kind of the helm of this little tiny rowboat. And Rictavio says, "Oh my god, we can do this together." You and me and the others. Adventure
And then-
awaits.
Huzzah!
Are there oars on it? Like, is that how we're going faster?
Yes.
But Jimothy was just
Jimothy was just
kitty
paddling. He doesn't know to use oars. They're too big. He's paddling.
I assume our intention right now, because now we have Jimothy, is this fucking weirdo with the body size bag.
bags in the water.
And how far away are they? Is it pretty far if each square is like 5
Yeah,
feet?
it's about 65 feet.
Okay. Am I able to cast Unseen Servant to have it also paddle?
Yes, you can. That is 100% valid. I will say that like you can do a free paddle, basically leaving in essence like double moving for you. So you cast Unseen Servant, and this invisible creature kind of takes a seat. You see like the outline of their butt print on one of the like the wooden seat there, and it grabs a hold of the oars and kind of waits for your command.
And I just want to say, if you could see Unseen Servant, for me, he looks like, in my brain, Elfo from Disenchanted. Like, just this, I don't know, it's just has a dumb little hat and dumb little shorts.
Emma's the invisible man. Perfect. Do you want it to row for you? Because I will fully allow that.
Yes.
All right. So it's gonna move like.
That's probably one of the best uses of Unseen Servant
Honestly,
I've seen.
yeah, that's amazing. I am gonna give you an inspiration for that. 10 out of 10.
And my last question is
Yes.
is the Sharky Poo? The Sharky Poo is just like wading around in the waters to see what that bag is right now.
Yeah, it's circling currently,
Okay.
like a shark
Noted.
does. Just
Hot. Okay.
working around. All right, Sin. As you kind of stand there, you kind of feel some sort of energy come over you, and you blink a few times. It feels like something's getting in your eye, like maybe some of the sand from this area, and you blink, and you kind of crane your neck, and as you do, you're kind of looking out towards the water, and you start to see things almost like illuminate for you and come into view. And you start to see outlined in the water for you a number of other sharks that are kind of just vibing and swimming around.
Great.
The other thing, the other thing that you see is, you're not sure why, but your view and your gaze is drawn towards where Alfie is. You see that she's wearing her little backpack and everything. And Alfie, that doll that you have, where did you put it?
Oh, the little ugly one?
Mhm.
I think that's like hanging on its own little noose, like on my belt.
Just hanging on a noose.
Jesus
like I
Christ.
just tied it by the neck. I like not a traditional noose,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
just like she hanging on the little belt, like a little homie, like
Yeah.
behind the cape.
So you're like holding it, and you look towards it, and it's almost like you have tunnel vision a bit. And as you look at this doll, it's just kind of swinging there as Alfie moves, and then you see like the eyes shoot towards you all of a sudden.
No.
Can I get a where did we get this doll from?
So Alfie mentioned that one of the kids gave it to her.
One of the dead kids?
From Spooky House?
Yeah, Thorn.
This is the second game this week where I've encountered creepy, weird dolls.
Oh, so this is from a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, I'll bring that up later.
Casual.
I think. So, as a reminder, we're getting bad vibes from this guy, right?
From the from this guy,
Yeah.
Ludo. Yeah, you are getting some bad vibes. I mean, he's just thrown a person-shaped sack over the water. As
Like
you
a
look,
Santa
it's kind of like moving, like whoever's in there is still alive.
Okay, Sin is gonna
Wiggle.
come to the edge of the shore and draw a card and use Magic Missile at a second level, so it'll actually be 4 darts rather than 3.
Nice.
And how sturdy does this sack look?
The sack looks like to be, it's made out of burlap, but it's tied with like multiple different ropes.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot 3 of the darts at the sack, kind of at the where it's tied, just to try to break it open.
All right.
And one of the darts at the one shark.
At the one shark. Okay. I would like you to roll me oh yeah, it's magic missile, so it's auto-targeting, so this isn't gonna miss anyway. This is fantastic. So you shoot 3 darts, just pew 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 towards these ropes, and immediately like all 3 of them kind of burst from this force damage and come undone. And you see slowly whatever figure in there is starting to wriggle around. It's taking a while just because the entire thing's covered in water and getting waterlogged at this point. So they're trying to get out, but it's taking, like, it's hard. With all this activity, you see some of the other sharks like zoning in on what's going on, like immediately turning.
Okay.
This shark, so roll me damage, please.
So the one shark is gonna take 5.
Perfect.
And
so
then Sin is gonna jump in the water.
Just to start swimming? All right. You jump into the water and start swimming.
I just gesture this empty boat next to me, like.
Boat?
Well, there is one more boat, I think.
There's one more boat here.
Okay.
I'm getting in the water to try to create a diversion, is what's happening.
Perfect. Awesome. Make me a performance check.
Fuck.
The giant splash.
Okay.
Like trying to be a fish.
Yeah, I'm
The
me obviously known for my performances.
Yeah. Interesting. See thrash and splash about. It's probably not the best, but maybe sharks don't care. Who knows? Ghislaine, it is your turn. You don't see, I'm gonna mark on these just like the invisible sharks that y'all don't see until, of course, Sin points them out. Okay.
Okay, so it's just the one there.
Yeah, just the
Alright.
one that you see.
Galena's gonna, let me see. 1, 2, whoop, 3. Hop in this boat. And is a little confused by what Sin's doing, but I think they're just gonna, I think can I double move to try and get, whoops, there we go. Can I double, so big, to try and get out a little bit further?
Sure, go ahead. Position your character where you'd like it to be, and then I'll move the boat accordingly.
Okay. So I think, and just using their arms as paddles, just whoosh.
Can you make me a strength check, please?
Yes.
I just want to see
Strength
how
or
well
athletics?
you do. Give me
You're
athletics.
blessed.
Sure, give me athletics.
You're blessed.
And
Okay.
you're blessed.
Oh,
You
yes.
roll an extra D4 for those.
Yes. Okay. And
Woo!
then a D4. So
Perfect. 22.
just whoosh. Have you ever seen a motorboat just go like that?
Yeah, you see,
So-
like, it's just like Ghislaine's arms seem to kind of almost like, it feels like almost like they expand a little. It's pretty hot. As they like just dive their hands, like cupping them into the water, just whoosh, whoosh. Doesn't need the oars get left behind. And
Oh, baby,
starts
go!
booking it towards the package in the ocean. Go ahead and move yourself
towards
the 30 feet.
the package.
Gosh.
All right. So
Splashing you completely
5,
thin. You get a
10.
mouthful of water.
15.
Love it, thanks. Is this fresh water
20.
or
I'm so sorry.
It's fresh water.
okay?
It's
It's not
Well,
salty.
at least there's that.
30.
Those freshwater sharks.
Yep, freshwater glass sharks.
Freshwater sharks.
Okay.
are mean.
I don't want to leave Sin, but at the same time, I'm like, I just want to like book it out there to try and get this person.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next on there. I'm going to roll for this one here really quick. Just to see. So you're splashing around.
See if they're taken in by my performance.
I'm a shark too. Doot doot doot.
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem super taken with your performance, but what it is taken with is the splashing going on from Ghislaine, and just starts moving its way over. So because it's basically kind of coming from invisibility to attack you, it's going to get advantage on this. You suddenly see coming out of the water, just made of pure, just like crystal or glass or something, a shark jump out of the water
Glass
towards
shark.
you, Ghislaine. Glass shark. And it tries to bite you.
Okay. All right.
So it does get a 22 to hit. And you're going to take, do I do that? 13 piercing damage
Okay.
as it strikes into you, and you can feel it like blood starts to coat its multiple glass teeth as it slashes at you, cutting open your jacket and diving back into the water. But it's kind of I'm gonna say it continues swimming. So it's like up here, bop bop bop. It continues swimming, so you can get an attack of opportunity on it.
All right. I will take that.
It's
And I
now
have-
visible.
And as for attacking, so I am a dingus. I meant to take 2 short swords, but I'm stuck with a long sword and a short sword. So
Oh no.
Well, you're
right.
blessed.
And you're blessed.
oh yeah. Did it roll the thing? All right. Plus the
It
bless.
did 22. So 6 plus 1, so 7 damage dealt to this thing.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
so go ahead.
The
Oh, yeah,
bless
it was
isn't
one
for
hit, yeah.
damage.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No.
My bad. So it'd be 23 to hit, 6 damage. That's fine. I'm a goose. So you cut into this thing, and it's just basically like cutting glass. You like slice into it, but it just leaves like it's like a whine as it goes by, like like nails on glass sort of thing, as you strike into it, and part of its fin gets chipped off. But it continues to swim. Bluto, you see this plump man sit back down in his boat, pick up a fishing rod, and just start fishing. No mind to anything going on.
Weird.
Just continues to fish.
Hope he catches a glass shark right in the nuts.
Maybe he wants to catch a glass shark.
Let's see. Where's this one going for?
Makes me wonder who he dumped in the water.
Right.
It's just chum.
Hello, chum. So this shark, this invisible shark, is going to. I think it's not going to. As it's going for Ghislaine, it kind of comes up into the water and opens its mouth, but it hits your boat instead, Alfie, and Rictavio. So it gets. I'm not going to say it has advantage to hit because it's a boat. Just flat. An 11. It does hit the boat, dealing 14 points of piercing to the boat. So you see like a huge chunk of wood just like come splintering out of the boat, and like parts of it start to leak and take on water. And then the shark continues to kind of move and go back underwater. So you and Rictavio can take an attack of opportunity if you would like to.
Well, I'm a little more worried about the holes in the boat, quite honestly.
All right, well, Rictavio will take us. Rictavio will take a swipe at him.
He's blessed.
So you see him just take that cane. He doesn't take out a sword or anything, but he just bonks the
no.
creature with his wooden cane, dealing 7 points of bludgeoning damage to it. Awesome.
Nice.
You see like cracks start to form on the top of this thing, making it a lot easier to see.
Okay.
This shark though will attempt to hide as a bonus action. 18. So it disappears back under the water. Sin, you still can see everything going on, but this one is still invisible to everybody. Kind of comes up, goes back down underneath the water.
Got it.
Serana, you see that a shark is literally right near you and Jimothy.
Has that one, is it cracked at all?
The one there, yes, it's cracked from Ghislaine's attack.
Oh, right in front of me?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you bonus action a thing before you can regular action?
Yeah, you can bonus action first.
I would like to cast a spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, go ahead.
I just do it.
Bonus action.
I don't think
You
it's
cast a spell.
concentration.
It
Because
is
I have
not.
my concentration currently, and as long as I don't cast another concentration spell, then I should be good, right? That's
Yeah,
how it works.
exactly. When you cast a spell, you can make a melee attack. So where are you putting the sword?
It is not a sword. It is like a big ice pick. It's just a big sharp thing. I just want to just smash down in there, like on top of the dang shark.
So let me put a square or something where this thing is, and you want to smash it on top of the shark. So go ahead and roll
Force
to
damage.
attack.
Cool.
Yeah.
1d8 plus my spellcasting mod.
So roll to attack first to see if you hit.
What do I add to my attack?
It would probably be your spell casting.
My spell attack bonus, maybe?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know how to click that to make it happen, so I'm going to type it out.
Yeah. Go ahead and type that out. It's no problem.
Let's see. A melee spell attack. Okay. Because it's making the spell attack. I gotcha.
Nice. So a 19 does hit, so you can roll the 1d8 plus your ability mod for damage.
Do I have that on my damage spells? Let me see. Yes, but it is outdated. I did do that because it should be plus my spell is 1d8 plus my. Oh no, it is right. It's my ability mod, which is 5. So can I just? Oh wait. I casted it level 2. I could have done this. Ignore that roll. Ignore the 22. But I should be able to. Yeah. Okay, now I know for next time.
So you rock this shark as you strike down into it. You see that where the sword strikes, you see multiple different cracks splinter out on the shark itself. You can basically almost completely see it now as it's like outlined with all these cracks.
So that was my bonus action, and for my standard action, I would like to go woo and try to like hit a perfect pitch with Toll the Dead. Bing bong, bing bong. For my regular action.
And the save is wisdom?
Yes.
Pretty sure. Last shark rolled an 11. That is failure.
That is a fail. So they take 1d12 necrotic damage. Can I just hold on? I can click a thing, right? Toll the Dead. You gonna know how to do it? I did it. I clicked it.
What? 0.72222. That's great.
I don't think that's correct.
That's an 8. You did 8
Whoa.
damage to it. What does it look like as you kill this thing?
No, it does 11 because it's missing
Oh, you're right.
HP.
What does it look like as you kill this thing?
I mean, there's still a lot more of them. I think it would just break.
Yeah,
and
you
sink.
You see that the thing just starts to splinter
Yes.
and crack, and under the water, it just shatters into pieces. There's no blood or anything. It's just little bits of glass everywhere that sparkles out into the water. As you kill it,
For my movement, can I
you can start paddling.
paddle? I go, Sin, there's a lot of glass in the water. Here, I'm gonna paddle towards my buddy.
Which buddy?
This the one that's in the water.
Oh, but to Sin. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like right there.
Yeah, you paddle over to Sin. I'm gonna move. This is like here. I'm just gonna make this small. All right, and is that your action?
That's everything.
Okay. Which one is this? So the shark that is near this boat here. Let's see. I think it's going to continue circling. That's kind of the vibe that it's giving. In a
Is
very menacing way.
the person in the bag on the tracker?
They are. Ooh, I was gonna put them just right after Bluto. Let me roll for them. Also, they have the wrong image. Give me one moment while I grab them. Thank you for reminding me.
Anytime.
I'm a professional GM. Just kidding. I will add. Let's add them now. I don't know, because then you'll see it. I'll just put them after Bluto. All right, so they're going to make a dexterity check to try and get out of this bag. I'm gonna say it's a DC 15 to get out. I'm rolling real dice. That's not even a D20. Smart. Ooh. Actually, oh shit. You see like them pushing on the bag, but it just continues to sink. Like they're trying to get out, but because of just the weight of the fabric, and how disoriented they most likely are, they just keep sinking.
Do they not get advantage or anything because it's torn open?
Unfortunately, no. They had disadvantage before. They're having a hard time. They're struggling. Rictavio, on the other hand, let's see what Rictavio does. Rictavio leans down towards where the boat is, and you see his hands start to glow, and those spots that were like spurting and taking on water begin to mend.
Oh, thank God. That's all I've been thinking about.
You're like, please don't sink, please don't sink.
And he will hold his action. You see that he stands on the edge of the boat, and it kind of rocks a little bit. And he points towards the shark that's circling and says, "Get me closer to the shark, I'll jump on it."
He's blessed. You can do it. Nothing.
I believe.
He'll hold his action to jump on the shark. He's going to jump the shark. Jimothy just cuddles deeply into your hood. Actually, he like kind of gets out of the hood and he extends his little hand towards you, Sin, to try and help you up. He's like,
It's okay, get in the boat. There's room for all three of us.
Best baby.
We have to do this together, like someone said.
Oh.
You don't listen to this cat, I swear.
all right, Alfie, it is your turn. I will say you can use your bonus action to basically command the unseen servant to move.
Yeah. Well, I guess we still need it to be paddling us fast to get over there. Can I give my bardic inspiration to Rick, because I feel like he might need a little help hopping onto that shark.
So you can either use your bonus action to have the unseen servant move you, or you can use your bonus action to cast bardic inspiration. But if you'd
gotcha.
like, you can use your standard action to cast bardic inspiration, because action economy.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Well, okay, so how far are we from that shark right now?
Currently, you can paddle up about 30 feet. You can get there.
So what I've been thinking about is on my new little guitar, one of the spells it has is animal friendship.
Okay.
Would that work on the shark?
You can try it.
I'm gonna whip out this thing and go. We'll see what happens. Because like we've been practicing, but.
All right, let me look up animal friendship for a sec.
I think it basically just doesn't it like just tame out like they have to make a save or something, but.
Yes, they do. That's a wisdom save. What is your wisdom? I actually have it in the Roll20 under handouts. You can see the instrument of the bards there, which you have animal friendship, protection from energy, and protection from poison. So what is your DC currently?
It says a DC 15 wisdom saving throw.
DC 15? Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think it'll hit that, but we can see a 10. So what does it look like as you make friends with this glass shark?
So I imagine the shark is circling, doing its thing like I'm about to have lunch, and then suddenly it just like, and then it just kind of, it's not like necessarily swimming over, but it's just doing that thing where it's like waiting a little bit of just but it kind of looks like a puppy, like the tail is wagging a bit, just like.
It's hanging out. It's vibing.
Yeah, it's just vibing, waiting for us. I'm gonna feel real bad if Rick does in fact jump on this thing, but I am gonna let him know.
6
hey,
seconds.
I got the shark.
Good show.
Do what you will.
Brava.
The shark is taken care of.
Brava. Maybe I'll go rescue that person.
Yeah, I think I'm just trying to be a pacifist.
Onward.
Does animal friendship let you tell an animal what to do?
I don't think so. I think it just like pacifies it.
Convince a beast you meet at no harm. Choose a beast within range. It must see and be able to hear you. Or be charmed. So if you or one of your companions harms it, the spell ends. You can't actually talk to it.
Yeah.
Really. But you can
It just isn't like threatened.
vibes. Yeah. It's
Just chill vibes.
chilling. Yeah, it's just chilling.
Bummer. It's gonna be like, be like, fetch, go fetch, go fetch.
Maybe you can fetch with the shark. Who knows? So would you like to use your bonus action to move up?
Yeah.
Okay, move yourself up, and then I'll move everybody else up wherever you'd like to go. So you can go 30 feet.
Okay, so that's about where the shark is, right?
Yeah, if you want to go like here-ish. Or you can go rescue the person. Okay, we're going to the shark.
Wait, no, if
Okay, so you were... Yep, so you can get there. Perfect. So y'all get over here. Rictavio did hold his action to jump on the shark, so he can't actually do anything currently. So he'll wait. That's fine though.
Does jumping on the shark hurt it? What if he just wants to ride it?
I would count that as attacking the shark. Okay.
I would feel a little attacked if someone jumped on me.
Right?
True.
Sin.
Yeah.
Just not expecting it all of a sudden.
So Sin, you're happy because your thrashing did attract one of them. Unfortunately, it is coming straight for you.
Good.
All right, and it is going to, you see it, so it doesn't get advantage, but it will attempt a bite attack on you. 21, that definitely
Misses.
hits. Dealing 7 piercing damage as it chomps into your left arm. And you can feel it kind of hang on and start like wriggling around a little bit, like tearing at your skin. Blood just starts to populate in the water, causing the other sharks to be like, You naughty. It's not gonna move because it just kind of stops there. But I will say now everyone can kind of see it as it's holding on to Sin. Sin, it is your turn.
Is it literally holding on to me?
It's not grappling you, but
Okay.
for effect, it is
Yeah.
holding on to you.
I was gonna get in the boat with Jimothy and Serana if I could.
Sure. Go ahead and make me either an athletics or acrobatics check to kind of climb in.
Okay, let's.
Unfortunately, Jimothy is not offering advantage because actually no, he's using the help action. He is offering advantage.
Yay!
With the help
Okay.
action.
Good buddy.
You do make it into the boat. You scramble up. You're sopping wet. Your arm is bleeding, but you do end up heaving yourself into the boat.
This is fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna move Jimothy slightly. Just vibe in here. Okay.
All right, and then I'm going to draw a card. And I draw the cleric.
Ooh, what does that do?
I'm right here.
It does some interesting
You
things.
drew Serana.
Let me post it in the chat.
Please do.
So before the end of the turn, as a free action, I can create a 30-foot sphere of daylight to erupt from my hand. I can use Channel Divinity or to turn undead or destroy undead. I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to use Healing Word at a second level to heal Ghislaine.
Yay!
Um,
Thank you.
Nice.
And so basically, I'm gonna have a huge sphere of daylight appear underwater near these two sharks that I can see to hopefully illuminate them. Because you know how when sunlight goes through glass, sometimes you get
see
that like rainbow
rainbows.
effect?
Just like
yeah.
rainbows spewing out.
Rainbow glass
Rave
shark?
down there.
Rainbow
Because you
sharks.
see, these sharks aren't smooth glass. They're like various flat like planes of glass that are interconnected together, and you see them
They're
just
disco
shatter
ball
out.
sharks?
Yeah, disco
You
sharks.
made it a disco ball.
Yep, you have disco sharks,
That
and
is
you gain
amazing.
7 hit points back, Ghislaine.
Actually,
you.
it
Actually, oh, I'm
is,
sorry, my bad.
Actually?
11.
Actually, 11.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
You are very welcome.
I almost hit damage. That would be bad.
It's the opposite.
Undamage me
Unbreak my heart.
and
All right.
bones.
Does Sin, do you want to do anything else? Bonus action?
No, I think
All
I
right.
have done enough on my turn.
You're climbing up into the boat. There's a beam of light, of sun energy from underneath the water. There's rainbows spewing everywhere that's connecting with these sharks. And Ghislaine, you're healed. It is your turn.
Okay.
There's a shark next to you, or if you want to swim up.
Nah. What? Okay. Dang it. Can I actually see the shark next to me?
This one, no, it actually did hide, so it's gone underwater. My apologies.
Is
Only Sin
it
can
Okay.
is it not illuminated?
That is a good point. I will have it roll another stealth check at disadvantage.
You are
Actually,
a disco ball.
Roll me a
disco.
perception check with advantage, Ghislaine.
Okay.
That is better.
I will do. I don't know why, but it only allows me to choose for advantage in this game.
But
Nat
fine.
20, nice.
24. So you immediately spot this thing. It's like right near and under your boat, so it's within striking distance if you'd like. It's just kind of hanging out.
Okay. I see that Alfie and Rick are near. Whoops. Whoop. Clicker. Near this guy, right?
Yeah.
Near the
Mhm.
near the
Blue
square. If I can see that shark,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it a stab.
All right, go ahead and stab it.
I think it's. Would that be 1d8? Okay. And
You're blessed.
Oh yeah, you get
Bless.
1d4, but it is a 1. So that is a
Ah.
failure. So as you try to like stab down into the water, it moves very quickly, very lithely, and you just can just stab water instead.
Ah.
Unfortunate.
Take
Can
that water.
you said you have a short sword, right? Can you attack with your offhand?
Not you
Um,
have to have 2 small blades in order to do dual
Yes.
weapon attack.
Yeah.
Got it.
Which is why I forgot about that. Which is why I was like, oh, I have 2 weapons. I can now
It's
2
gonna
weapon
take
fight.
dual
But I
wielder.
can't. Yes.
Good.
I have dual wielder, but it does not work with longsword. All right. They have that. Sin is in a boat. So I'm going to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay here and try and get the shark. Because they Alfie and Rick probably have this person in the water.
All right. They're gonna try again to kind of struggle and escape.
Can
Rolling worse.
Can I make a quick correction?
Mhm.
You have the dual wielder feat, Delane? Or just like a class ability?
2 weapon fighting.
Oh,
Two weapon
okay.
fighting, yeah, it's not the same as dual
Got it.
wielder.
Yeah.
Okay, so they try to struggle. Whatever's in the bag tries to struggle out. Still can't. They're still stuck and they're sinking even further down into the water. They're approximately about 20 feet down at this point. Like they're just sunk.
20 feet?
Yep. You're going to have to dive down to rescue them. Bluto is just sitting there. He's all cross-legged. He cracks he brings up a mug that seems to have been covered, and he peels off the covering and he starts to just drink this ale that he brought along with him. That's probably warm and nasty.
Pops open
Just-
a Bud Light.
I'm going for that fucker.
And just keeps fishing, ignoring y'all. You see him very lazily look over to you two.
He's like, oh.
And then look back to his fishing,
He's like tourists.
and he says, "Come on, fish, come on, fish." Very upset that he is not getting any fish currently. Delane,
Uh-oh.
this creature knows that you're attempting to stab him. Well, more or less. It kind of senses, but you're not hitting it, so it's whatever. You stop splashing. The only thing that's splashing or thrashing is the thing under the water. You see that it does turn and begins making its way for it. You can make an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
Yes. Heck yes. I'm gonna use longsword again. Oh, did it do the thing? Nope, I missed. Okay. All right. And
20 hits.
all right.
Dealing 7 slashing damage to it. Unless you're doing it two-handed.
Sure, because
Sure.
I doesn't have the short sword in my other hand. I'm like, useless.
Yeah, so you bring it overhead and slash down at this creature as it starts just swimming really quickly away. You can kind of see the wake of water as it begins to go. It rocks your boat slightly, but you stab down into it and you fracture and break off the top fin that it has, and it shatters into pieces as it gets left behind. It swoops down and dives underneath the water, and you see that it kind of opens its mouth to take a bite of this package, this wrapping, which it will attempt to bite. 14 does hit,
Oh
doing
no.
11 piercing damage. As the bite, it chomps into them. You can see blood populate the water. You're not sure exactly how they are currently underneath there, but you see just the shark start to thrash about underneath the water.
Alfie's right there witnessing Moida.
Witnessing a Moida.
I should have gone after it.
I think I've only done one thing, right? It's just been a real quick round.
Yeah, it is your turn, Serana. This is your third thing, technically. Because you killed a shark.
I did kill a shark.
You did kill a shark.
That's my thing. Oh, I guess I did like mom voice.
Mom
Timothy.
voice Timothy, yeah.
I mean, who can see? Can we see since it's pretty far away that there's sharks going crazy?
They haven't attempted to hide. Plus, there's just blood all in the water now, and you can kind of see the outline of the shark down there. So you can see it.
What would it be for me to paddle over there? Like, can I?
I would say make me this will be a strength check to kind of paddle with the oars over there.
Okay, I don't remember. My strength isn't adjusted right now. There's not like a button I can toggle for wolf whirl.
I don't think
I think
so.
I could just
like
change
werewolf,
it, right? Yeah, because it's just the
Yeah.
hybrid.
It's a 15.
Oop. Oh yeah, I did change it.
There you go.
Okay, so I should be able to just
Yeah, and roll
strength
it.
check. Boom.
So you're paddling. I'm gonna say you only go half your movement.
Dang,
As
Timothy.
it's
Timothy, help.
hard.
I was helping Sin. I'm sorry. I can't.
Okay, well then as my bonus action, I'm just gonna stab that shark with my spiritual weapon.
All right.
Right.
You want to move it over and then stab it.
Yeah.
Okay. How far up would you like to move? Just straight up 15 feet?
The weapon?
No, you, because you're.
I thought that I couldn't roll shit, so
You can move 15 feet.
oh, okay. Can the thing how far away from the spiritual weapon can I be? Is it like a limit?
As far away as you want, I think.
Yeah.
As long as you can still see it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack it. I'm gonna roll by clicking this thing. And I don't know
Okay.
why I think the math was weird on that, right?
19 and 8 force damage. All right, you strike into this thing again with a spiritual weapon, forming cracks all over kind of the back half of this shark. And you see them splintering out again, and it creates more fractals and more like light and more like rainbows kind of spew out from it from the
So
little ball of energy that Sin cast.
Was paddling the bow my movement?
That's your movement, yeah.
Okay, so movement, bonus action, and then for standard action, good old bing bong.
Perfect.
That's
The
a will
combos.
save. Wisdom save.
Here.
Action economy.
Action economy. So it has to hit like what, a 15?
In this
it
economy?
So unfortunately the shark does succeed against the bing bong, and you are
Dang.
unable to damage it. This shark's still vibing. It's just like
My little homeboy.
Vibe shark. Vibe shark.
it's swimming. It's swimming. Rictavio will. What will Rictavio do? Rictavio wants to help, of course.
Better fucking help.
Ooh. You know what he's gonna do? He's going to look down towards the person down there and is going to. Do I have to touch? Yeah, so you see Rictavio tucks in their cane into like their armpit, and he says "Steady ho!" and just dives off into the water and dives down towards where the shark is. He doesn't attack the shark, but you see he gently places a hand kind of on like where the package is and casts Cure Wounds.
Huh.
He's blessed. He's
Rictavio!
blessed.
Oh,
He's still blessed.
I don't know if that adds to.
No. But
Doesn't
in case
add to
he's
cure
gotta
wounds.
Yeah,
Do a
but they get
saving
five.
throw.
They get 5 hit points back, so that's nice. Da-da-da-da. Cool. Don't know exactly what's happening under there, but there's something. So he's now over here and underneath the water. Jimothy now can give the help action again. Alfie, it's your turn. There's a shark here. Bertavio's under the water with the person. What do you want to do? And this guy's still fishing.
As much as I want to fuck up, or as much as I want to figure out what the hell this guy's problem is, there's an angry shark that's now an issue.
Alfie, so as you kind of ponder, you feel like you look over and you look at the shark behind you and you feel like you have a connection. Potentially, if you jumped on the back of the shark, you could ride it.
Stop.
Feel.
Do it right now. Do it right now.
You want to ride the shark?
I'm gonna fucking. What's it called? Free Willy. I'm free willying that bitch. I've never seen that movie. I don't know if he does that, but
I don't either. I think so.
Ride the shark off into the sunset.
You just leave. You just leave us. You're just
No,
riding
don't
the shark
leave.
forever.
So Alfie, you run to the edge, and I would like you to make me an acrobatics check. This is just for flair. I want to see what it looks like as you flip off this boat and land on the shark.
wait, sorry. When you want me to, I'm just excited. Am I just on the shark now?
Roll me an acrobatics check. I wanna
Sorry,
see
yeah,
how cool it
I
looks.
got it.
Yeah, how cool it looks when you do it.
Yeah. As Grim says, standing up surfing style. Surfs the
Yeah.
shark. 13. It's a little rocky, but you like kind of stumble at the edge of the boat, but you do end up jumping and you land on the back of the shark, kind of grabbing onto its fin. So what would you like to do? Its action is yours. You can move it wherever.
Can we go after the other? Is it wrong to make it go after its buddy? Will it do that?
You can make me, to try and get it to go after its friend, make me an animal handling check, please.
Okay. This will not be good.
We'll see. That's good. You. Ooh. So what do you do to convince the shark to attack its friends?
Your friends are really mean, shark.
Just whispering like, that guy fucked your wife.
You see the shark go.
If I have like a little piece of jerky, I don't know, can I just like fucking throw it at the other shark?
You throw it and it just slowly sinks down. It's very anticlimactic. Just it's just fish food. There's no fish though that you see that come up to try to eat it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a tappy tap on the head and then like a fucking.
All right, the shark dives with you on top of it, so you go underwater. So you swim up to this shark and it will attempt to attack its friend because it just kind of was vibing. It hits, dealing 13 piercing damage.
And it's dead.
Alfie, can you tell me how your shark kills this other shark?
Of course I
Pacific
can.
Rim up there.
Okay, so was this other one damaged at all beforehand?
It
right?
was, indeed.
So it
You
had
can
a
see
few
the-
little cracks.
Yeah, it's missing its fin. Its top fin.
It's top fin. I think my homie went and like lunged at where the cracked off fin would be, and just fucking. And just like really sunk his teeth in, and the glass shark just like when glass gets hit just right, and it goes. It's just gonna break in half.
Perfect.
Fuck that shark.
Completely breaks in half and just starts like slowly sinking out of view to the bottom of this deep dark lake. You are now underwater. You technically still have your action, Alfie. Would you like to do anything while you're down there?
While I'm down there,
Yeah. Under the water.
Are
Undersea.
Rick and the bag are underwater as well?
Yep.
I guess are we able to go like help them up, or
Yeah, I would say you can start to help assist them up.
yeah, I guess that, because whoever's in that bag been in there for a while.
Mm-hmm. Thankfully, drowning rules.
You
takes
get a
bit to
lot of
drown.
time, yeah.
Yep. Thank
Especially in
God.
a combat.
All right, so you dive down and start to help Rictavio and Arab, or the person, start to resurface. All right. Over here with the other shark, the one that's been hit, it is going to come after you. I'm going to roll a D2. Actually, I'm going to roll a D3.
Don't you
One's for the
fucking
boat.
dare.
I'm not going to
okay.
hit Jimothy. One's for the boat, one's for so 1, 2 for the boat, 3, 4 for Sin, 5, 6 for Serana. We're gonna see who it hits. 1d6. It's the boat. It might try to sink your boat. So it comes swimming up, and your boat has quite a few hit points, so you should be fine. We'll see. Oh no.
Does my spiritual weapon get an attack of opportunity?
I don't think
It doesn't, no.
No.
I was
unfortunately.
goofing. I was goofing.
It does hit the boat, dealing 10 piercing damage. So you see again, like it takes a huge chunk out of the side of the boat and it starts to take on water. Jimothy like grabs onto your ears and just starts screaming. Just
I guess Jimothy does not like water.
Jimothy does not like sharks either. It like latches
Why did
onto
you
your
go out
boat
there?
and start like he didn't know, he couldn't see them. He didn't know there was glass sharks in there. You start shaking on the boat. Sin, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna draw another card. This is my first rando draw so far, so I don't know what I'm getting this time.
Perfect.
Don't think this is very helpful. I got the humanoid.
What does that do?
I think it lets me give advantage to somebody for the next minute. Let's see. The next 10 minutes as a bonus action, I may inspire an ally within 30 feet of you. That ally gains advantage on their next attack roll.
Nice.
If I give that to Serana, does it work for spiritual weapon?
Sure.
Yes. Okay.
I'll say one of the attacks will get advantage. It won't be both attacks. It'll just be one of your attacks get advantage.
Okay. So, I draw that card, and for my bonus action, I kind of like channel this kind of like floating like dark ash and direct it towards Serana, and it starts swirling around you, Serana. And then Sin is like, okay, do the thing. And that's my can I paddle?
Make me a strength check.
Yeah.
If you get over a 10, you can paddle your movement if you'd like.
Jimothy's there.
Jimothy can
Jimothy
give
help?
a help action, yes. I will say, if remember, they can take attacks of opportunity if you attempt to leave.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. 13, yes. So you start paddling. I will say you can move your full movement if you'd like.
Yes, we're going up 30 feet.
Okay, let me move. Oh no, it's so hard to move all of you. Okay, we're good. Wait. Did I get you? Yeah. So it's going to strike at you, Sin.
Okay.
Chomp 5. No. Like it tries, and as it bites down, it shatters 2 of its front teeth as it tries to bite down where you were. Just
Does that kill it?
No, unfortunately not. Elaine, powerful arms. What would you like to do?
I think I see stuff over up there going okay. And this thing just tried to attack my friends. So I'm just gonna full on row at it and take a stab.
Perfect. Make me that. I'll say for you because you're doing with your arms, like just
Yours
full on
is-
swimming. Give me that athletics check. Actually, you can get there without it.
Okay.
Like it's gonna be at least 15 feet that you can move.
All this thing sees is this just like giant.
Just stroking
That
in the
is
water.
terrifying.
Right? It's fucking so scary. So you just start swimming towards the shore. Go
Okay.
ahead and make an attack.
All right. Oop. And
Nice. And you're
It
using
hits anyways.
two-handed? Yeah. Very
And then just-
nice.
straight down into the top of it.
You hit it again straight down to the top of it. You don't catch water this time. You catch glass, and your blade hits it and cracks into it. Part of the shark, like kind of its left flank, just shatters and starts to stream off into the water. The rest of it is still whole and still swimming around.
Okay.
Is that all
But-
for you? Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I think so.
Ludo, now a bit confused. He says, "Hey, what are y'all doing? I'm trying to fish here. Trying to get the good big fish. Leave me alone." Just starts drinking.
Yeah.
I am so confused.
I think he's a little.
Just keeps fishing.
That or we just went through all this to like rescue a fucking raccoon, which like no regrets. But
That'd be really
It's
fucking
Rocket
funny.
Raccoon.
That's a giant raccoon, and we should
Yeah.
save this scientific anomaly.
It's a
Rana.
full-sized raccoon.
Add it to our party.
It is your
Yeah.
turn, Serana.
oh,
There's
no,
one
baby.
short left. Technically, there's two, but still, one is tamed.
Well, I feel like I've got a good rhythm. I've got a good system. I've several spells. This whole shebang. So, bonus action, spiritual weapon, gonna hit it.
All right, so you get advantage on this one, granted by Sin. 18. So describe to me what it looks like as you kill this last shark.
I wouldn't know because I probably don't even look at it. All I
So-
care about is this blood pool that I'm swimming in. So I'm just like,
Woof.
stab it, sword, the ice pick, and then
Continue on.
Elaine, don't cut yourself. And then
Ooh.
So what happens is, Ghislaine, you see the glass shark kind of it spins around and goes back deep, and then it swims very quickly up and tries to launch itself at you. And as its jaws open wide, coming for you in the boat, Serana's spiritual weapon just goes into the side of it, and it explodes into just powders of glass that you have to cover your eyes as it streams by you.
Thanks, Serana.
It is deceased.
so
At this point,
that was my bonus action.
yeah, I was gonna say at this point you are out of combat.
No, I'm not.
Okay, well now you're gonna fight your friends.
No, I don't like this guy drinking beer.
Oh, you want to keep going? All right, let's go. What do you want to do?
Kill him.
Still in combat.
He literally just attempted to murder a person in front of us.
And we're the rude ones.
Yeah, because we're scaring away the fish.
Maybe
of
he
course.
doesn't. I mean, like, one, he might not realize that's what he does or that's what happened, but that's not going to stop me from. Let's see. That was my bonus action.
I also just love how oblivious he was to the glass sharks. Like,
I'm telling you, that's what he was fishing.
No, hold on. I
Glass.
think I would care more about this body than this guy. So because we can't see down there, right? What
You can
Ricky's
see.
doing?
You can look down and you see that both, like Alfie is helping up both the body and.
But there's
Rictavio.
another shark. Do
There-
I know that shark?
You see Alfie
I'm
riding
on that
it.
shark.
You're just like, I can show you the world. You're just like
Yeah.
under there.
I'm magic carpeting that bitch.
Yeah, magic sharpening.
All right. Well, then I won't attack it. But
I would cry if it
is that person that's in the? Is it still wrapped up in the bag?
They are still currently.
Get him up. What can I do to get him up? Can I like hook him with my stick? Are they?
They're
moored
coming
to
up
the
anyway.
surface?
I will say at this point probably you're out of combat because you don't need to go by rounds. They're gonna get up in like the next couple seconds.
Yeah. Well, there was a cure wounds, but that shark went at him. So
Cure wounds will bring people up. Even if they're below 0, it'll bring them up to positive hit points. So they're most likely okay.
okay.
But we will exit combat, and as this happens, as you're all kind of swimming around in the water, bursting from below is Alfie riding this glass shark. Along for the ride, Rictavio, and this person in a burlap sack. It's very quick to kind of take it off as they're quickly struggling to breathe. You can see that the burlap is going in and out, and they're just inhaling water at this point as they have it on their face. But quickly kind of ripping off the burlap sack that's there, you see beneath is kind of a darker brown-skinned woman with black hair. They're wearing very bright, colorful garb that's reminiscent of some of the Vistani that you have seen in the past, completely soaked. They look to be fairly injured, and they start to cough and sputter as they finally can breathe. And you haul them up onto one of the ships. Alfie, you're still most likely riding this shark.
I would try to get him in my boat and help.
You kind of swim over.
Sin will get into this bitch's boat if
Yeah,
we need to offload some weight.
Yeah, you it's gonna be a little bit precarious, but Sin, you like hop over some other boats and you step into this boat here. And as soon as you like touch it, the guy springs to life and he's like, "What are you doing? Not the sec. I need that to fish. I can't give fish if I don't give him something to eat. What are you doing?"
So, you were going to kill a person just so that you could fish.
I need fish.
Why do you need fish that
I'm
badly?
a fisherman. It's part of my job.
And you can't fish without killing a person?
There's no fish in this here waters.
There
I
were
need
some
sacrifice.
sharks just now.
What sharks? I don't see no sharks.
Well, you see the one that my friend is riding?
He looks over and he goes, "Ah, a shark!"
Exactly.
Can Ghislaine also get kind of like
You swim up.
put her boat like right up against the other boat?
Yeah,
She's coming for you.
into this boat. And as you kind of have helped this person here into your boat, and they're still kind of recovering and coughing and sputtering, Ghislaine, you come over towards Bluto.
Kill him.
Wait, what the fuck said that?
I don't know. What did say that?
What?
What? I don't know.
Was that said to me or Ghislaine?
No, nothing. Anyway, Ghislaine, you swim up towards this encounter with Bluto. And you rest your ship against, or your little boat against it. And he's like, "Rah! Big person."
I hate him.
Okay, well, I look towards Ghislaine to see if she's going to do anything, but I'm reaching into my bag.
I need a fish.
I'm just there to support you, and I'm like looking at this guy like, what is wrong with you?
Very quickly, I would
Like, we're
like to
gonna arrest
question
you.
this dude that's coughing, and I've prestidigitated him. He is dry. It should be good. I go, do you need mouth to mouth? Can you breathe?
Oh,
Good.
she.
It's
she
said in a
looks-
very straightforward. You said it was a. Oh, you know it was a. It was a.
It's a
Okay.
lady.
Oh, lady.
Oh.
Yeah, you look at her. She has a very
Yeah.
soft complexion. Definitely looks to be kind of a young adult. She coughs and you kind of clean her up. Some of the blood spots sort of remain, and she sits up. She says, I'm mouse to you see her cheeks slightly flush a little bit, and she's like,
I realized
Anime
what I had
girl
said.
blush.
A little
I'm
bit of.
fine, but thank you.
All right.
I'm okay.
Did this guy kidnap you?
Fuck that piece of shit. And she like
I go.
finds
I look at Glenn. I'm like, kill him.
she finds an oar and she just like throws it at him, but it doesn't get very far, it just splashes in the water.
I
And
think
Octavia's like, my word.
you all see me pull out a weird looking sack.
Yes.
And
Kill him.
you maybe catch a glimpse that something is stitched onto the sack, but the part with the stitching is pointed away from you currently. And Sin quickly just like pushes it onto the guy's head, cinches it, and then is going to capsize the boat.
So make me maybe
Claw?
contested strength, please. To quickly do this. I don't think he's
Do I
rolled
do I have
15.
advantage because Ghislaine is helping me?
Would Ghislaine help? Would Ghislaine help?
Ghislaine, I've
Um,
literally been like, I'm half wolf right now, and I've told you to kill him like 5 times at this point.
Elaine is like stepping on the edge of the boat behind him and actually readying to like arrest and restrain this guy. And then so they are kind of helping, and then Sin just kind of goes to do the thing, and Glaine's like, all right, that works. Whatever.
All right. So you're gonna let Sin put the bag on and capsize the boat.
Is that shark still your friend?
So I'm gonna
Alfie?
step off because I'm like, okay, Sin knows what they're doing. I'm just
Alright.
gonna let them.
Perfect. So Sin, please roll me a strength check with advantage.
Great. My strength isn't good. 18.
So it is a bit of it's like a quick struggle. Like he's like nom, nom, and like puts down his fishing rod. He's like, stop it. Fish. And he puts it in his head and he like tries to pull it off and you quickly cinch it and jump off and capsize the boat. And you like see thrashing from underneath and such. And then all of you, as you kind of step away and this happens, boat is capsized. You see kind of from you hear like him freaking out because he's like brought himself up to like the little air bubble that's underneath where the boat is, and you hear "Argh! Argh!" And then you start to hear what sounds like the cracking of bone underneath. His screams start to get more and more high pitched, and as he screams you can hear what sounds like a ripping and tearing noise. And underneath where the boat is capsized, you start to see just a pool of blood kind of flow
What
out.
the fuck?
Is it still like a disco rave going on down there?
No, it's gone now.
I
But you
think
just see-
Elaine is like staring at this, captivated, and then looks over at Sin like, what?
Sin is not looking at it. Very pointedly so. Also is regretting that they didn't tell Serana to cover Jimothy's eyes.
Jimothy.
You don't need
Holy
to
shit.
because it already happened. Because
Yeah, as this
I
happened, just-
turned away because I forgot that I was
What's going on?
half.
Huh?
I don't. There's werewolf and then there's this girl in the boat. I don't want to be werewolf by this girl, so I'm trying to unwolf. So Jimothy's away, as I have tried to repeople myself.
He's like holding her hand,
And she's like, yeah, you're okay.
Oh, thank God.
comforting. Not looking towards what's going on, but Jimothy does hear like the screams and is like,
Meow.
Like starts freaking out internally. Rictavio looks very disturbed. Like he kind of backs up, looks a little bit concerned for a moment, but then like kind of puts like his hand on his chin. It's like, oh, what is this fresh hell that has been brought? As the screaming
I'm
suddenly
the same way.
just kind of stops, you see floating out from underneath, it just kind of slips out from underneath the boat. You see your little stitched happy face sack just float out nicely. And Galeen, you're right there, and you see it. And I think Alfie probably as well. Rictavio definitely sees this. But you can see like these black limbs slowly, like quickly recede into the sack before, like right as it comes out. But it floats to you nice and flat, and knocks against the boats, and
Sin will reach
Who saw
down
that
and
bag?
pick it up out of the water and put it back in their bag.
Galeen, Alfie, and
Rictavio.
Rictavio. You see coming out, kind of swimming out very lazily, you see Bluto swim out from underneath and just climb on top of the boat. His skin looks a lot more this bluish color, you see. His eyes look devoid of any light, and he just climbs on top of the capsized boat and just sits there. He looks to the side. There's a fishing rod that floats out. He picks it up and just stares at it blankly.
I think Ghislaine looks once again from Bluto to Sin and was like, well, I mean, he's not dead, but what just happened?
Yeah, quick question. What the fuck?
I think at that point, we're going to take our 5-minute break. So, hi, everyone. We will be back in about 5-10 minutes. We're just going to go pee, make sure to stretch, make sure to get a drink, blah, 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 blah. Stay healthy. We'll be back with more Jimothy and Friends because they don't have a name for their party yet, and that's what I'm calling it. Goodbye.
Is
For now.
Jimothy and
It
Friends.
fits. It's Jimothy and Friends.
Fucking band of murderers at this point.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking around while we went and peed and I heated up some mac and cheese. We are back at it. So, Matihi, why don't you go ahead and just take it away?
So after the fight with multiple glass sharks within Lake Zarvik, finally the waters remain calm. Bits of shards of glass float about, near invisible now in this very quiet lake from what you can see. You haven't seen any other fish in here besides these sharks at all. There's been absolutely nothing, and Bluto had caught nothing as they were fishing while you fought. Now, a small sack with a stitched in face floats out back towards Sin, bumping lightly against the boat. Both Ghislaine and Alfie had caught something moving back into the bag, but we're unsure what, but it was some sort of black appendages slithering back in. Serana, you treat and help recover the individual that you'd recovered from the person-sized sacks that was thrown overboard by Bluto. Bluto now sits on a capsized boat, just staring blankly at his fishing rod. Serana, as you're kind of helping this person, they of course had like a small blush on their cheeks after you offered to give them mouth to mouth, and they said no. I'm okay.
They were coughing. If they could say no,
It's
I
true.
would past it. It's fine.
They look up at you and they give this dirty look towards Bluto and says, "A piece of shit," and kind of spits into the water. Killed my friend, was going to kill me too.
Where's your friend? Oh wait, I'm not over there.
This is
Yeah, I'm like,
Serana.
killed your friend? Where?
And they point down into the lake. I assume. Anyway. I'm sorry. Thank you for rescuing me. I'm Arabella. Or Arabelle.
Hi, Arabelle. I'm Serana. This is Jimothy.
Hi, I'm Timothy.
And I'm gonna just look over and I'm just gonna like mouth. Like, I'm like, what did you do? Because I like the last thing I thought is they were just gonna off him. But
Yeah. Back to this Sin you see in the water, your sack
Yeah, Sin
floated over towards you.
just reaches down, grabs the sack, and puts it back in their bag.
Glenn's just staring at you like, well, I mean, I wasn't actually gonna let him drown, but that was weird. He looks okay. Is he okay?
And I haven't seen this sort of thing before, so I don't really know what's going on, right? Or do I know what's going on?
Make me an intelligence check, please.
Okay. I would love to make you an intelligence check. Just straight intelligence?
You'll straight up, please and thank you.
Oops, that shouldn't be at advantage. It should be an 8.
There's something in your distant memory that kind of seems to grind in your head, that you think you've seen this before, that you think you know, but you're not quite sure.
He's
Sorry, go ahead.
fine, in a manner of speaking.
Okay.
he killed her friend.
Seems real peaceful about it now.
We should fucking kill him too. And she's gonna start like making her way over and just start kind of in a coughing fit, spitting up water.
I keep her from doing that. I'm like, no, hold on.
So,
What did you just do?
He's taken care of, in a way. Just let's just go.
do we just leave him here like that?
Yeah, you can make me insight checks.
I didn't see nothing that happened. Nobody's gonna say nothing about the death bag that eats people.
Ooh. Octavio says, that's quite a fascinating bag that you carry around. May I ask what it is?
What now?
This bag. And they will, you already took it, right?
Yeah, it's in my bag.
Do you mind if I take a look at it?
I do mind.
No, bother.
No one should touch this thing.
Oh, okay.
From the looks of it, all of you rolled really well.
Oh, wait.
Sin seems to be being straight up, although they're obviously not kind of going into detail of what this thing is. They know more than they're saying.
You know, I think I'm just fine not touching that bag.
Yeah, that would be a good decision.
I was gonna arrest this guy, but I mean,
You can still arrest him.
Are you the police?
Citizens
Are you
arrest?
the...
not technically not here, but
Arabella says, I wouldn't bother giving it to the guards of Valeki. We can bring them back to my home. My family will deal with them the way they should be dealt with.
okay. Do you want me to go and get him then?
What, Fat Man?
Ludo? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Sin, is he
will-
just going to like? Can you make him do things? Is this like a mind thing?
I would just leave him alone if I were you.
Arabella says,
Okay.
we're not going to leave him alone. He needs to
No.
pay for what he's done.
Yeah.
Sin just kind of looks toward him and just sees like this empty shell of a person. In a way, he has.
Well, you're not saying everything, so I can't really know what that means.
I mean, something definitely happened to him down there.
If you want to take him, then you can take him. I'm just not entirely sure what will happen if you do.
To him or to us?
I think Alfie's trying to like snap in his face and see if he has any sort of reaction.
He looks up to you and he says, where am I? Where is this? Who are you?
Yeah, that's not good. This is weird.
It's like one of his eyes blinks and the other eye kind of follows.
Frog
Oh
blink.
no, frog blink.
It's, Octavio says, well, I personally don't believe that we should give in to any sort of faux justice for this individual. Maybe we should turn them into the proper authorities at Valaki.
All right. And then I'll just kind of like try and get them into the boat. And maybe like, I should have rope around somewhere. Yeah, I have rope. I'll just like tie their hands, get them behind their back, get them into the boat.
There's no struggle from him at all as you bring him into the boat, and the group of you start to come back to shore. Alfie, you still on the back of Glass Shark. What do you do as you're all heading back towards the town?
as we get to like, I guess as far as the shark can go, and not just get beached. Am I tall enough to stand where he has to stop to be beached?
I'll say like your like head. Like
Okay,
kind of
okay. I'm
above
gonna pet
water.
his little face and go, "Thank you, Bernard," and send him away.
Bernard turns around and swims away. Then he turns back and looks at you.
In the arms of
Go, Bernard.
the angel.
Go.
He swims away a little bit
Fly
more.
away
And turns back and
from
looks at
here.
you.
She's
When
crying.
it is
Just
dark.
leave me.
Hold up, I got sad music for this. 1 sec. Oh
Who can say?
no! Just as a one last look, as Bernard looks at you. One last time.
Oh my fucking god, it is that song.
Bernard,
What is
you
it?
blow him a kiss. Bernard turns around and swims into the depths of Lake Sarovic.
Goodbye, Bernard. We'll never
He's going
forget you.
places. He's got a family. Hopefully it was none of those sharks that we just
Puts on
killed.
his glass top hat and glass cane. Goes back home.
I guess it's Lake Sarovic now.
Aww. The entire family's dead. So you wish Bernard off. Bernard. We're changing the shark's name to Bernard. So you send Bernard off and he swims back into the depths. You climb back onto shore, completely soaked. Alfie.
I'll presto.
Presto. Presto changeo.
It's not just the lake water you have to prestidigitate away.
It's that
It's raining. Raining.
redoes
today.
her eyeliner.
Ghislaine, as you're kind of standing there, you picked up Bluto, you're like leading him off and he's slowly walking, like he's following you. You feel someone tug away and start to pull your blade from its sheath. And you look down and you see Arabelle beside you, basically grabbing and looking furiously at Bluto. Like she's about to take the knife and stab him.
I'm gonna kind of like try and put my arm like soccer mom arm save and be like, this isn't going to make you feel any better.
This'll make me feel something.
Death isn't a punishment, Arabella. Death is a release. Though maybe not here.
Flaky idiots aren't going to deal with them
Why do you think that?
because they don't do anything there. All they want to do is be happy and do celebrations and make sure that we stay out of their homes.
And I go, Rictavio, is that have you seen a lot of justice being carried out in that town besides wolves' pikes on?
I will fully admit that the injustice that is dispensed in Valaki. And he looks around to make sure no one's following y'all and says, it's honestly not the best. Anyone who seems to defy the Baron, well, I should say the Burgomaster, does not find their head on their shoulders normally.
You know what? I'm not gonna judge you. If you want to stab him, you go ahead and stab him. But I'm gonna like grab his face and turn his face to her and be like, he's not in there anymore.
As you like grabs it, he's not in there anymore. She just takes it, buries it in his forehead.
I heal him.
You heal him, stabs
can do it again.
Just
I was like,
stab,
okay,
stab,
all right.
stab. Like she just goes right in for it, just stabbing the guy constantly to the point where his face is just mush. It's just
I don't think I can
viscera.
heal that, you guys.
Like she gets on top of him, he falls backwards and just stabs, and you can see that her face is just tears at this point as she's screaming and stabbing at him. Until finally her body kind of heaves a bit as she's tired and she gives one last stab to his face. Takes out the knife, wipes it on his patchwork clothes and without looking back at you, kind of hands it up to you, Galen.
I'm gonna kind of like ask if one of the magic people can make it clean, and then I'm gonna like offer her to actually like pick her up.
Okay.
It was self-defense.
And just be kind of like untie my rope and just be like, all right, okay.
Well,
You hear Marshall say, Princess Carrie!
All right.
From, like, your shoulder.
I'm just gonna be like, if you want me to carry you back, I will carry you back. I hope that made you feel better.
She sighs and kind of wipes the tears from her face and says, maybe a little, I don't know. But,
That's fair.
I just want to go home.
Okay.
Where is your home?
It's south of Valaki. There's,
Is it the waterfall?
no, there's another Vistani camp, that's nearby. I can, do you have a map? I could put it on the map for you.
Have a map? Yes, I do.
They will put a little pinpoint on it. Let me just see. Where the fuck? Is it? So directly south of Valaki, kind of into the forest, almost like a little bit more buried into the forest. There is, I think it's there anyway. Give me one moment. Yeah, like directly south of the town of Valaki, there is a little Vistani encampment that she circles on your map and says, here. And Rictavio says, well, it seems like my work is done. I'm going to head back to the tavern. I need a few drinks. My joints are full of water. Stiff.
Thank you for
We're
your
welcome.
assistance.
Of
It would
course.
probably do you kindly to not speak of what you saw here.
Oh no, do not worry. I will not speak of it. You have a good time at that camp.
Should we roll him into the water?
yeah,
I
I feel
wanted
like
to
something
loot
should be done with
him.
the body.
I want to loot him. We still have that glass shark.
You want to loot Ludo?
Yeah, feed him to the baby.
Bernard? Or what was his name?
Bernard.
You call for Bernard. Bernard. Oh, here we go.
This sad
Bernard
music.
swims back, excited.
Oh, hopeful.
Snacky
Swims back
baby.
to you. His like mouth opens.
I
a
loot him
little
first.
bit.
Does he have anything?
He's got dirty ass clothes that still smell fucking terrible. He's got some fishing tackle, some worms in his pocket, and a half-eaten sandwich. That's a little
I would
bit
like those
moldy.
worms. Thank you.
Worms. for you.
Why?
To put them back in the dirt.
No. To give them to the chicken.
Oh my god.
Bennifer. We miss Bennifer.
Jennifer.
We should take this guy's. This is gonna sound really weird. We should take this guy's clothes off so poor Bernard doesn't get it caught in his throat.
He'll be fine.
Okay.
Glass sharks, they just rip it all up. It's just
Yeah.
Yeah,
shreds.
I
So
really
shreds
believe
their
in his little mouthy poo is good. It's good.
Okay.
So you throw Bernard or the body of Bluto. Rictavio looks a little bit off-put by this, just in general, this whole like killing without bringing him to justice. But he's like,
He wasn't going to get brought to justice.
I gotta say, it's not my favorite solution, but it's a solution.
You know, and he looks down at you, Alfie. Cocks his head a bit and says, you know, it's interesting, your purple hair. You remind me, a friend once told me they had a child that had purple hair. He was also a small man.
When's the last time you saw him?
Ooh. Kind of thinks for a moment and says, this is kind of on your walk back as you're going. He says, oh, I don't know, approximately 6 years ago.
Did he have a lady with him?
Oh, no, unfortunately, he said that his wife died. Terrible instance.
Do you know what happened to him?
Know him. He's disappeared since. Haven't seen him. I've walked off.
That figures.
You make me an insight check if you'd like.
Yeah. Because why would finding the other parent be easy? So,
let me see. Let me see here. Yeah, there's definitely something he's not telling you. By the way he's speaking, the hesitations in his speech patterns, when usually Rictavia is very confident, there's like a slight hesitation in telling you certain information.
You know, I keep finding as we're here that every time someone says someone's disappeared, they're actually either dead or in a locker somewhere, or something weird has happened. So I'm having a hard time thinking he just disappeared.
He might be in a locker somewhere. I don't know. Be interesting. You're small enough to fit. Very tiny.
It's just not as funny because he's probably my dad. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. I really do hope that your father's not deceased.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Just jauntily keeps.
Weren't you going to go back to Valaki and go to the bar?
Yes, this is the same direction. Like you're heading from the lake and heading south towards Valaki.
Valaki?
Valaki on the lakey.
The flaky.
Weren't we going to the Vistani camp? Is that the same direction?
Yeah, you have to pass through Valaki, then kind of go into the eastern or western gate and head out and down towards them. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see if I can. No, I'm not gonna take. I'll take a screenshot later. Anyway, so you begin to walk, and eventually you arrive at the northern gates of Valaki. Of course, the guards kind of treat you with a little bit of suspicion. And they look at the Vistani girl that you're carrying and kind of look down and look up at you and say, "Cause no trouble, right?
Of course.
You're moving through here. You're staying.
Just passing through.
Good. Get going.
Don't go to the lake. There's sharks.
Sharks in the lake. Hey, George, you hear that? There's sharks in the lake. And George's like, I know, I told you last week. Lots of sharks, you didn't believe me.
I think they just ate some dude that was fishing.
Yeah, we saw it was an awful mess.
There was blood everywhere.
And one says, hey, George, you mind going to see the lake? George says, first you don't believe me about the sharks, so you make me look for bodies. Don't know why I'm a god. And he descales a little tower that he was in and passes by you. He's wearing like a jaunty little metal hat, and he's a bit of another portly fellow. Seems very jolly though compared to everyone else. And he says, "Have a nice day."
As he walks away,
Bye bye.
I call out over my shoulder, "Careful of that deep dark water factory."
What?
Just be careful.
Yes, that's true. I see that Ro, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Soft as Velvet. We very much appreciate it, and please let us know who would you like to bring chaos to. They may roll a d52 and they will get a random effect based on a chart that I have made for this game. But continuing on, you eventually pass through and you reach the crossroads where Rictavio says, "All right, I'll be back in the Blue Water Inn if you need me. Of course, I'll be there drinking, and for all of you, rounds when you arrive back, big rounds, like a circle."
Yes. Yes.
Ta-ta! And he'll hop, skip, and a jump back to the tavern.
Sin just kind of quietly nods.
I have Arabelle like on almost like a parent carrying a child with, you know how like you'll have your arm under their butt and they're just like,
So like how I am with Jimothy most of the time.
Yeah.
When he's not in my hood. Okay.
Also, B, please roll me a d52. Thank you, Ro.
Oh dear. Well, last time I think I got money, right? So
You did. You got a
yeah,
bag
make
of gems.
Alfie, how many gems? Let me know. We'll sort those out later.
8, right?
Yeah, and Alfie, you take a quick peek at the gems and you look at them, and they're worth maybe like 50 gold each.
Ooh.
Damn.
But they could
How
also
many
make
are
some
there?
pretty jewelry.
There's 8 of them, so it's about 400 gold worth.
Ooh.
You roll me
That's
that
nice.
d52. 6.
We're rolling low.
Interesting. So, Serana, as you're walking, Ghislaine's carrying Arabelle. There's a lot of things that Serana wishes to know in the world. A lot of mysteries, a lot of
All of them.
questions that they have.
Mhm.
A lot of questions that are unfortunately not able to be read by Serana. What sort of things would Serana like to try and potentially read in this moment?
That's a real heavy question. I might have to roll something between. I heard this conversation with Alfie, right? And Rictavio about Papa.
Yep.
Oh.
Papa.
I'm gonna say I like, if anything, what is this murder bag? And where's Alfie's dad?
so many questions.
There's so many questions right now. Hold on, I think I'm gonna roll for it, but I'm gonna use my. Oh no, where'd it go? I just got a new D20. I don't know where it is. My desk is a mess. I have another one here though. I'm gonna roll for it.
Okay.
Alfie's dad. If I could ascertain, like, was that along the timeline of when there was like Gandalf the vampire slayer or
I
something?
should clarify it in terms of language, not in terms of answer.
No, I don't know what you mean.
Mm-hmm. So basically, I'll roll for it. You know what? Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12.
'Cause I know a lot of languages.
Roll me a d15, then. You know quite a few. Yeah, I see that. Let's see what we get.
One D15.
Sure, we love random dice rolls. A 6.
Again, cool.
That is pretty. Actually, no, that's pretty fitting. So, Serana, as you're kind of thinking about Alfie's dad, thinking about like maybe he has like a certain language, maybe like a secret language, these written things. So, something that you are kind of granted, you kind of feel the presence of your god for but a moment, like almost like a little finger touch at the base of your skull.
I go crazy.
And you now know Halfling as a language. Huzzah!
The Rosetta Stone chaos. Got it.
Yep. Yep, you learned a random language. All right. So Rictavio has left your company. And it's now just the group of you as you kind of walk. As you begin to make your way to the west exit, Arabella looks up at you, Ghislaine, as you're carrying her. And she says, "So, I'm thankful that all of you are up there, but why were you there in the first place? If I may ask."
We saw Pluto carrying something. Now, the player, I think this is what I remember. We saw Pluto carrying something and just figured he was up to no good.
So you remember, I think Rictavio told you this happened.
Oh,
and he's like,
yes.
"Let's go." Or you convinced him to come with you.
Yeah.
But you tell her that, had to go sort of thing, heard it happened and had to go figure out what it was. And she says, I appreciate it. I really do. I mean, I'm glad I didn't end up like my friend. I'm glad I at least got to live, but I'm so frustrated. I shouldn't have got caught in the first place.
Well, that wasn't your fault. That guy was, a murderer.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been out murdering people. Do you know why he tried to kill you?
Well, he said something about sacrificing to the fish gods. Apparently, his house smelled like old fish. I don't think he's had fish in a long time.
I mean, that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Still seems kinda messed up.
I mean, a little. I was just looking at town and curious to see what other fucked up things they were doing, and I got hit over the head with a shovel. Next thing I know, I'm tied up in his house. And he's
Is
put my
this
friend into a bag and knocked them out too.
maybe we can try and find your friend? Do you know if they're still down there?
In the water? I assume. I mean, I didn't see them go down there, but I assume that they are.
You could check his. He took him out of the house.
Yeah. Sophia was her name.
Oh,
Is maybe? I don't know. She was nice. The only really Valaki person that I liked.
I'm very sorry about your friend.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, he's not going to hurt anyone else.
It does make me feel better. It really does. Thank you for letting me stab him.
Well, I know that sometimes you just gotta stab something in order to feel better. I get it.
Kind of nods. And you continue along your way. As you kind of arrive at the tree line
of Valaki or past it?
you start to make your way out. You walk out of the west gate and you start to head downwards, down south of Valaki.
Got it.
And as you begin to kind of walk, you find, with Arabella's help, a small footpath that has, you find like small footprints and eventually horse trails that lead through this to this location, going throughout the woods. And it doesn't take long, but as the woods part to reveal, it reveals an expansive clearing, a small grass-covered hill with low houses built into its sides. Fog obscures the details, but you can see these buildings feature elegantly carved wood and have decorative lanterns hanging outside from their sculpted eaves. Atop the hill, above the fog, is a ring of barrel-topped wagons that surround a large tent with a column of smoke pouring out through a hole in the top. The tent is brightly lit from within. You can smell, even at this distance, especially you, Ghislaine and Serana, the smell of horses and what kind of smells like old fire and very like spilled wine sort of thing. Very like dried wine almost that's there. And I will, whoopsies, I can bring you to the map. Ooh, map. If
That
we-
means there's gonna be a battle.
Who knows? Maybe.
Question. We just sort of left. We just sort of left the other two there, didn't we?
Irina and Ismark?
Yeah.
Yes, they were. So Irina stayed behind to take care of the kids and Ismark, make sure Ismark was safe, because Ismark, from what you remembered, was pretty distraught about things in general. They had seen Sin pretending to be him. And that information was very upsetting, of course, to
I feel
Ismark.
like this place would be better for Ismark.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Who knows?
That village seems like it might be a little messed up.
What is... I'm just trying to put on daylight mode, sorry.
Also, Carney Man, thank you for the 4 gift subs. You're amazing, and I love
Thank you so much.
Do you want one chaos to everybody? Thank you, Carne Man.
Yay! Thank you.
Everyone, enjoy your ad-free viewing and your emotes.
All those cute ass emotes.
I love when you guys talk about this stuff because I never used Twitch, so I genuinely do not understand any of that.
He says he thought that was the advantage
But thank
thing.
you for the emotes.
The advantage thing, so it's, I don't think it's swapped over. So $5 for chaos, I think it's like,
It's $3 for advantage.
yes.
So
I mean,
could
if you
give
want to give
out-
advantage instead, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
You
the
can-
little dono box is different. He said chaos for everyone.
Cool. Amazing.
Oh, okay, that works.
Everybody, please roll me a D52, please. Thank you.
How do
So type in /roll space 1D52. Okay. we got roll.
1D52?
Mm-hmm.
/ roll space 1d52.
Yeah.
Did it?
I swear if I get a 6 again,
Mhm.
okay. 3 6s in a row. No.
Okay. Ooh. All right. Let's start. Oh, that's interesting. I gotta highlight that. That's not gonna kick in for a little bit. Woo. We'll notice that later. Ghislaine. Okay. I'm gonna have. This is interesting. This is real chaos. Holy shit.
So much chaos.
Oh my god. Highlighting is not working. I'm just writing everything down. Sorry, give me one moment while I key in things. Emma. Perfect. Alfie is at 27.
Oh, fuck you. Carne, thank you for the $20 donation.
Oh my god! Oh, that's perfect.
That's gonna
Thank
go
you.
great with all this chaos.
So we'll start.
The
What did you
mummy
just do?
cometh.
Strahd.
Baby. Wait, what?
Chaos. Okay.
Hear that?
So Alfie, as you're kind of walking, you feel that heartbreak from Bernard still not being with you and losing him, and the thoughts of like losing, your father and everything like that. But you remember a lesson that you and your father had. What are some things that you and your father used to do when you were younger?
I feel like I liked to do more of the dad chore, like the work stuff with my dad than like the work stuff with my mom, because my mom was more of a, obviously like a homebody. Like they did the trading, but then she would do like the houseworky stuff while he went and like traded with people in town and did that. So I feel like Alfie was always just like next to him at the counter of the store, like, yeah, you want that deal? Yeah. So she just liked going out and bartering with him.
Perfect. So one of the lessons that your dad taught you kind of remember is the art of just, being fast with people, like, giving people their money fast enough so they don't always notice that they're not getting all the money, like change that they've got, just, making it real quick. And he taught you how to do this. And of course said, hey, if someone's got more money to pay than the thing's worth, why not skip a little bit off the top? No harm, no foul, as long as they don't look like they need the money. It's usually fine. So Alfie, you gain a permanent +1 bonus to your dexterity from kind of that memory that you've got.
Hey, thanks, baby. Gave Alfie a thing.
Perfect. You're kind of coming upon this, and next to you, Serana, you hear this first. You hear what sounds like trotting, like a horse kind of trotting up to you. Yeah, you're looking up to where this like encampment is, and you see from the corner of your eye coming out of the forest there, there's like a little forest here, we'll say. You see coming out, it looks like there's like a horse kind of standing on the edge, in kind of cloaked in shadow, kind of on the edge of the forest itself.
It's a horse.
Waiting.
I'm gonna look at it. Like, are there wild horses in Barovia?
You haven't seen any. You look up and you see that there's some horses around this like
What
tent.
color is it?
It's hard to tell from this distance because it's like cloaked in shadow over here, like in the forest. But it's like, it looks to be like looking at you.
Like a not normal
This shadow.
Like,
yeah, it's your...
The last time I went up to a shadowy animal in the bush, your dang girlfriend about killed me or something.
you hear from like in the forest itself, you hear, hello.
What?
I cannot leave this cloaked forest. I need to talk to you.
Does this look like it's coming from the horse?
Yeah, like the sound is coming from the horse.
Yeah.
Please.
I go
Swift wind in
hey,
the house.
I go, Jimothy, let's go look at this shit. And then I'm gonna just carry him over.
Yeah, you see Serana walk up. You
nothing.
heard this voice kind of come out of the forest. All of you did. And you see Serana making their way over to the forest.
did that
There
horse just talk?
There we go.
I think so.
All right.
Arabella's
gonna-
like,
Set
Arabelle down. Oh, let me
set
pull it up.
Arabelle down and be like, "Oh, gotta go see a person better talking horse."
Okay. Oh, wait here.
Oh, are we actually not like in the village yet?
You're past Valaki. You're like coming up onto this tent like area.
Okay,
think-
I will.
But we
pick
don't go
them
into
back
the
up
new
then.
village.
Oh shit! I didn't bring you there. I'm stupid. Huzzah! There we go. Ba ba da ba.
I will pick them back up then, and just like
Pick them back up.
have them on me while I go follow Serana and be like, talking horse.
Okay.
You're bringing them with?
I mean, I guess we're not at the village yet, are we?
Not. You're close to this like little village.
Can they
here.
not walk? They're like
They're
they want-
tired.
Yeah. They decided they just wanted to like be
Just
carried the
Be
entire
princess
way.
carried the whole time. They're fine
Same.
with that,
Cool.
right?
Whatever.
like a tired child.
I go. You're a big boy, right, Timothy?
Yeah, I'm a big boy. I'm a big
I s-
adventurer.
They
I
hold up
set
the
him
sword.
down and I hold his hand because Jimothy can fucking walk.
They hold your hands. They're very small.
Yeah.
They're like hands.
don't-
Like,
I need
way
to-
up here.
I'll need some hands free in case I need to like cast some spells or something.
So
I go-
as you
I go- Do you need help? Are you hurt? I'm a cleric.
you see coming out from like just peeking their little head out from this dense forest, the first thing that you catch is a horn on top of their head, and then you see the rest of this white horse come out, and it slowly approaches and it's like, hello, my name
The
is Sue.
fucking Sue the Unicron?
Yes, my name is Sue. Have you seen Mo? He is my master, and I need him.
What does he look like? He doesn't like
Uh,
a fish, does he?
No, he is not. He's dark skin. He has, it seems like a ball of sun that are trapped between his horns.
I don't think we've seen anybody with horns.
What the fuck?
Horns.
Oh. Well, I need to find Mo. I need to see how he is. It has been years. Many years.
We kind of just got to this place not too long ago, but like if we see somebody with horns, where shall we tell them to find you, Sue?
I shall be in the north. The great north.
The
Like,
great
hold up.
north.
Great north in the forest.
Like an address or
No. In the woods. I will be there. Well, they think about it for a moment. They say, no, I will not be there. I will be... Tell Mo I will be in the place where we slayed the great beast.
Okay, I pull out my map and I go, can you snoot, or horn point. Where,
Horn point.
where on the map do you want to live?
And they will point a horn. It is pretty much... Let me double check if this is the right place. It is... The Great Unicorn Zoo. Where the fuck is this place? God damn it. Oh, it's that letter. Okay. Cool. They point, it is pretty much like southwest of you. They say, if you follow this road and go down, you'll find it. It's called Orgenvastholt. I will be there.
Organ what?
Orgenvastholt.
Can you type that out for us?
Yes, I can.
I speak halfling. I don't speak whatever unicorn language this is.
go.
Is it a forest
No,
or
it is the ruins of a mansion that once belonged to a great creature.
do you need any help? Like, are you hungry? Do you have access to
Yes.
food?
Give me food, if that is possible. My name is Sue.
Sue, this is a lot.
I apologize.
Do we have any like grain or something?
You know, we just killed a bunch of sharks made out of glass.
I can't eat
so-
glass.
Yeah, no, they
you
they
eat
sunk to the
carrot?
bottom of the lake.
Yes,
Um,
I'll take a carrot. Do you have a carrot?
I don't have one. I'm just not sure what you eat.
Food.
Um,
And grass. And they just
oh.
lean down and start eating grass.
I have
yeah,
a
but
ration.
that grass just seems like no. That's probably got like meat and stuff.
We have
I mean,
jerky, right?
that's not
Horses?
for a horse. Like, can we
It's
just?
usually
Is
made
there
out of
like
horse.
some apples and stuff? Is
There's
there
no
any
apples
apple
nearby.
tree?
You don't see any.
I'm confused.
Do any of us have sugar cubes?
Sure, some of you have sugar
You
cubes.
like? Would you like a piece of
Jimothy has a few in
jalapeno?
his pocket.
Yes,
He's
I do not
hiding.
know what this jalapeno is, but please.
If I go, it's very spicy. I'll break off the end of the. I'll break off half of this big ass jalapeno and open palm it out to the. Make sure I open real wide so I don't get nibbled. So
They
it's just a
very
nice
gingerly,
plate.
like, they pull their lips, their, like, horse lips back, and it's, like, the big flat teeth, and they're like, nah. And,
I
like,
know
very
exactly how this
gently,
goes. I'm like, it's very spicy.
And goes, I've been assaulted! Into the night! And he turns around and starts running into the forest. He starts galloping into the forest very dramatically, and Sue the unicorn disappears.
I swear to God, every town we go into now, we're gonna look for Mo. This is not over.
That horse is gonna have some wicked farts.
I know nothing about this.
No, not at all. This was totally not part of a one-shot that I ran IRL when I went to visit Emma.
Not at all.
No. And Sue the unicorn has disappeared.
Nethus blessings be with you.
You hear, coming from the forest.
I'm so confused. What could go worse today, honestly? Or what could go weirder? I think a lot of things could go worse, but like, this is just really weird. I don't
This is
know.
A little odd.
I think I just want to take a nap at this point. It's like, what? It's like in the morning still. We just left, and I just want to go back to bed. You ever have those days where you wake up and then you just want to go back to bed?
You want to restart the day?
Yeah, I just, I close my eyes and I see this face pulp of that guy, and then I just kind of want to nap. I want to nap it off.
Well, I
I
mean,
miss-
it's
I
not
miss
even
Bennifer.
past lunch.
I miss Bernard.
I miss Bennifer.
And
Oh, yeah, we
Arabelle,
left
Arabelle
Jennifer.
says, I miss my family who's just up the hill. Can we go see them?
Oh shit, true.
Probably worried about me.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right, let's do that.
Maybe you fucking walk there. I don't say that out loud. Sorry.
And you begin walking up the hill. As you begin to go up this very steady incline, I would say, you see piled outside the wagon are several. They look to be. There's several casks of wine. All of their stoppers have been pulled open. They look to be completely drained. From inside the tent comes a cracking of a whip, followed by the howls of a young man. 3 sputtering campfires fill the tent with smoke, and through the haze you see 6 Vistani heavily involved in whatever it looks like they're working on, looking as though they're kind of ignoring the happenings inside. A barely conscious, shirtless young man hugs a central pole, tent pole, his wrists bound with rope and his back streaked with blood. A mess of dark brown hair sticks to his face that is slick with sweat and tears. An older man with thick, pointed eyebrows, a well-maintained goatee, and clean, well-polished studded leather armor lashes the young man with a horsewhip, causing him to scream again. Looming beside the one holding the whip is a third man. Though he's larger, his shoulders sag forward and his posture's slumped. His face winces the last sound of the crack of the whip. Heavy bags under his eyes, as though he's gone through a night of sleeplessness. Easy, brother, he says to the whip-wielding brute. I think Alexi's learned his lesson. This is as I'll bring you all towards the. Oh god, you guys gotta be smaller. God damn, I realize this now. This is a small map.
Oh no.
Y'all need to be small.
Every tent is literally like a 5-foot little pop tent. Like
Are they
one of those
supposed to
little-
be like giant black columns?
Yeah, that's a fog of
That's
war.
dynamic lighting, baby.
Oh.
Except it's up a hill, so we'd be able to see.
It doesn't work with angles.
I
Right.
briefly saw all the horses when we were like ported into the map, and I thought that's what we were coming into was a herd of talking horses.
Oh, no.
Mr. Ed and his friends.
So this is what you currently see inside the tent. The two
can't
gentlemen
see
who are kind of.
anything.
Can you not? Oh, here. Let me move you inside the tent. How about that?
Now I can see nothing else.
But the tent, yeah. We move everybody to the tent. Hello, Timothy's chilling. So you move inside the tent itself, and you kind of see their backs are to you, and these other individuals that are sitting around, they're kind of wincing at what's going on. The person with the whip kind of cleans it off, like shakes it off, wipes it with a towel, and wraps it and kind of puts it around their waist. And as the group of you enter, you see that they turn, and one of the kind of very boisterously dressed individuals says, "Arabella, you're back!" The two standing there, they turn around, and the larger individual, his demeanor completely changes, and a large smile forms on his face as he begins rushing over to the group of you.
I go, please be gentle. There's been a lot of stuff happening.
I set Arabella down, and I'm like, here you go.
Oh, Arabella, it's so good to see you. And he goes up to his daughter, kind of put her down, and he goes up to her, kisses her on the forehead, and brings her in for a very tight hug. And then he looks up to the group of you and says, "Thank you for bringing back my daughter. What a joyous day!" And hugs her tightly.
I don't want to, be presumptuous, but why was it him who was whipping the guy, or was it someone else?
It was this individual here. Let me shift said. This guy with his goatee.
Does not look
This
at
is
all
the other
evil.
guy. Mm-mm.
That's the dude that was getting whipped.
That's the dude that was whipping. This generic man's Alexei, as you have found out his name, is the one who's getting whipped. Aragal, or this individual, was the one doing the whipping.
I don't want to interrupt.
I like his
That's-
goatee.
Why was someone just being whipped?
And you hear the person who's kind of still tied up. He says, "It's fine. It was my fault that Arabelle got lost in the first place. I deserve this. It's fine. Don't."
How
It's
good are
okay.
those knots tying him?
Pardon?
How good are the knots tying him?
Make me a perception check.
I can't click anything because this guy's head is up.
Oh,
How do I make it go
It's
away?
in the way.
what? It was.
There's
Oh,
just-
you just click off of it. Like. Click
Oh,
somewhere else.
okay.
Yeah.
It was just a face.
Just
Mhm.
face. You look, and they look pretty well tied. Like, it'll take a bit of an effort or a knife to kind of get these undone. The one doing the whipping seems to sigh a bit angrily and says, "Well, she's back. Congratulations. Everyone can go back to whatever the fuck they were doing."
Ick.
Did you say that out loud, or was that just...
Well, I didn't hear any safe words.
Probably a little too loud. Probably, it was a whisper. It was probably a little too loud.
Was it in halfling? I don't understand.
Yeah. Does Alfie know that you just learned that language, or did you understand
No.
it just now?
I don't even know that I know it. Probably.
So you said dick and halfling. Yeah, Serana, you're like, what? Suddenly,
What?
somehow understand this.
What?
You're like, what the fuck?
What?
As this is all happening, Sin, you kind of hear this whispering, just only you hear it. And you hear this same voice as before. And it's like,
Sin, 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 Sin.
I turn and kind of like look around.
Come outside, Sin.
I'm going to try to sneak outside if I can.
all right, roll me a stealth check. This is going to be against everyone's probably passive perception.
Jimothy's on your ass. He's gonna see you.
Mate. I'm going to roll perception. Jimothy's the only one who can roll perception. Is it intelligence? No.
It's whiz.
Secret.
My stealth's not good. Okay.
I'll give you. We're gonna do 19. Yeah, you kind of beat everybody's passive perception. So you stealth away outside. And you hear the voice say,
Farther, farther, bit farther.
and as you kind of step away, you feel your bag start to quake and rumble. And as this happens, you see two hands, two of these dark black hands with ichor dripping from them, kind of reach out and grab up to you and grab onto your hair.
What do you want?
Come with me. I have something to show you.
Do I get fucking pulled into my own bag?
If
Back
you let it.
down.
Do you want to
I-
resist?
No. I don't think that's a good
Alright.
idea.
So you, from your hair, get ripped down, and you feel yourself start to compress, and like all of your limbs start to kind of draw into themselves as you are pulled into this bag. And all that's left of where Sin was now is this little stitched happy face sack.
Okay.
I
Great.
really don't like that thing.
Inside, the
You don't
the
see
three
this,
will
do
get no. Unfortunately, Sin did slip away fairly quickly. You begin to hear, the rest of you begin to hear the sounds of horses, and it sounds like a group of people coming back. And the individual who kind of rushed to Arabelle stands up and he says, "Very sorry for not introducing myself when you first came in. I'm Luvash. I'm one of the heads of the Vistani here. The other is my brother, Aragal." And Aragal is just cleaning off the whip, staring at you all angrily.
I stare back. Elaine's
I
just like
stare back.
matching his eye.
His eyes.
It's like the Ghislaine stare, but then like I just want to get out of frame, just smaller, just kind of like, yeah, me too.
Yeah, you creep him.
We're both like staring at him.
Luvash gives you all like a very kind of deep bow and says, "I very much appreciate you bringing back Arabelle. She's my moon and stars." And he gives her kind of a kiss on the forehead. She's like, "Dad, stop. Ugh. I'm fine. You see, I'm fine."
It's not a problem.
I apologize. The festivities are so low here. Let's do something for all of you. I think I hear a group coming back We sent out search parties for you, and looks back down to Arabelle and says,
You didn't have to do this. I'm fine. Now, anyway.
and Luvash gestures to you all to look outside the tent. And you see a number of individuals coming out from kind of that pathway. They're trailing back, and they come up, and you see a few individuals on horses. Most of them looking like kind of your general Vistani with their very bright garb, very happy wear and such. But there's one that stands out from the rest. No name. One with no name. You see on top of one of the horses, kind of riding on the back of one of the other Vistani, you see what looks to be actually, you know what, Emma, go ahead and describe No Name, please.
Yeah, so they are a satyr that I guess is currently riding a horse. They have kind of a like lighter red skin with red hair, kind of a loose braid running down the back of her head, two horns curling down on either side of her head, with a lot of scars kind of on her shoulders and arms, a few on her face, as well as one horn that appears to be broken. On her head, she's wearing a skull of some sort, and around her neck, she's wearing a strange bone necklace of some sort. When you get closer, you'll see she has what appears to be kind of gray, glossy eyes. And then outside of the main iris, it seems like she has a second ring of color that just seems to be this bright, glowing green. And then she's wearing kind of like heavier armor and has two short swords on either side.
So No Name, you came here kind of earlier, I would say morning time, like very early in the morning. You had heard that the Bastani were sometimes a little bit more friendly than the villagers in Valaki, as they have tended to ignore you. You came out here and they had asked you to help search for Lugash's daughter, Arabelle. So you'd gone with one of the search parties in order to venture out and try to find her. Unfortunately, your search came up with nothing. And at this point, it's kind of in the afternoon, I would say early afternoon, that you had returned to report your 0 findings. But as you come back, you see a group of individuals that were not here before. You see a small little cat lad with a jalapeno around his neck and a wooden short sword. You see individual with black and gray robes, long black hair, one eye kind of a milky white, the other one gray, I think it is. You also see a tall, very tall, shale-covered Goliath and a very small purple-haired halfling, as well as the described woman that you were looking for, Arabelle, kind of standing in the tent.
All right. Well, seeing this, oh, right, because there were other people coming in too, right?
There's about 4 other Vistani with you, one that you're riding on the back of, and then 3 other horses.
Got it. So I will kind of ride with them to park my horse.
You're just on the back of someone else's horse, so they allow you to kind of get
Cool.
off the horse there.
So I'll hop off after a minute, and while they're all tending to the horses, I'll slowly and kind of cautiously of these new strangers walk up, look around, and then look towards the father and perhaps this dude that I'm sure I talked to before.
Yes, you know that Aragal has been the more antagonistic, it seems. Didn't want you to help out, didn't want you to take part, but Lubosh was desperate for anybody
Yeah.
who was willing to help.
Well, seems like you found her after all.
Lubosh says, I didn't find her, these lovely individuals did. I'm sorry, can I get your names?
Hey, are you Mo? And did you lose a unicorn?
Oh, right.
You've
They
got
do have
horns.
horns.
I am not named Mo, and I don't believe I've ever seen a unicorn.
Oh, well, shit.
And what's your name?
I don't have one.
What?
You want it
But
to
you're
be
missing the
Mo?
part where they asked you to introduce your name. Unless you're trying to keep that a secret for some sort.
No.
I was just
No.
really excited. I thought I found Mo. Sorry. I'll introduce myself, Serana. I'll introduce Jimothy.
I am Timothy.
Hello. Why are...
Hi.
Okay.
And then peeking up from Ghislaine's hair is, I'm Marshall! Hi! The little rat arm waves. And goes back into Ghislaine's ponytail.
Ghislaine extends a hand and is like, full name all the time, Ghislaine Tagabathai, and like enthusiastically shakes your hand.
Alfie's gonna
Hello?
swish her cape.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, sorry. I just messed something up.
That's your full name now. You can't take it back.
Ghislaine Strongheart Tagabathai.
And then Alfie swishes her cape.
Swishes the cape and goes, Alfie the Almighty, thank you.
Well, you're certainly some of the more interesting people that I've seen since I got here. And how did you come across this one? And she looks towards Arabelle.
Ooh, that's a good
Shark
question.
bait. Ooh ha ha.
Yes, unfortunately I was shark. The man is dead, father. And Lubosh looked to be like full steaming. It's like, I stabbed him in the face a lot and now his face is mush and now he's in shark mouth.
She stabbed him so good.
I did.
Yes.
She's
There's no
very
body.
good with
Bernard ate him, so it's
yeah,
fine.
very good with a blade.
Next
Should be
time,
very proud of her blademanship.
Yeah.
Next time you know I want to be an adventurer, and I feel like with the right party, I'd be a really good adventurer. That you should. Can I come with you? Lubosh is like, no,
So
don't let her come with you, please. She needs the safety.
Well, you know, you keep practicing that blade arm, and you'll be perfect in no time.
Alright, I'll stab more faces. I have tragic backstory. It works. I could be a good adventurer.
Yeah, you know, you got through that one. If that wasn't your first, they say that it gets easier killing people after that. So just
you could also, talk about your feelings instead of like
That's true.
I could, but
No,
therapy's
just
expensive.
keep killing people and eventually that will lead you down the path you want to go on.
Thank you,
You
big
could always
lady.
drink alcohol until you don't feel feelings anymore.
that's
Lubosh
not...
says, you know, I
Who
would
are
love...
you people?
I just talked to a unicorn.
So just as a heads up, if you're gonna become an adventurer, people will try to murder you a lot more than you just. But if you're okay with that, that's okay.
Oh, and as you're speaking, Lubosh says, it's fine, and we'll get to know each other. I wish I could offer you something to drink. Unfortunately, we are at a shortage. We can speak about that later, but I have, for all your help, I really do appreciate you bringing my daughter back. She means a lot to me. Please come. I have things you can pick from if you'd like. It's treasures we've picked up from various places. Would you like to see? It's the least we can do.
Yes.
Well, Okay, I'm
I
actually
like
good.
treasure.
But
Okay, I bring whoever wants the treasure, and Aragal says, "Why are you bringing them to They just bring her back, that's all." And Luvash is quiet. I will beat your fucking face in. Just let me do this. I rescued my daughter. They seem like good people. And Aragal seems very upset to even be interacting with any of you, and just kind of sulks a little bit in the corner.
I just
Oh,
have a
yeah.
very kind smile on my face. I look at him as he's sulking away. And I say, is that the one that was whipping the other dude, right? I go, "You're very good with that whip."
And he. Can you make me a persuasion check really quick? Actually, know what? Maybe a charisma check, please. Just flat charisma. Charisma save, charisma check. It's gonna be a little bit less than that, but he kind of looks to you, and there's like a little bit of a smile.
Sorry, it's two less. I hit the save
It's
instead
okay.
of the thing.
He gives you a bit of a smile, and he says, "If you would like, I can test it out on you, but I would be gentler."
Oh, you don't need to be gentler. It's fine. Maybe later. Hey, let's go get some treasure. You said something about treasure.
His like sour demeanor turns a little bit more like horny. And
Horny on me.
Are you Mo?
As you begin to step outside, you look around, you don't see Kiora, you don't see Sin. They're not there anymore. And I think as you come out and you realize as Lubosh is leading you towards the promised treasure, the camera cuts to a different scene.
Zoomed in on that foot for me.
Ah, yes, the foot. So, Sin, you're drawn inside the bag. You feel your body constrict as this happens. You feel kind of all the air being compressed out of your lungs, and eventually everything just, your senses go completely dark. Eventually, you awaken. You're lying, your back is on a very cold stone floor. As you kind of look up and blink, you see around this room are some very fine draperies. The ceiling is high and vaulted. Everything seems to be very immaculately cleaned. You see large statues in the corner. You see this beautiful chandelier hanging right above you, lit with multitudes of candles. None of the wax, though, dripping onto you. As you blink, you kind of sit up. You look around, and you've never been in a space this large or this cold. As you look around, you hear the sound of, very familiar sound of heels upon this ground. As you look over, standing, walking towards you, is Strahd von Zarovich. She says, "Welcome to my home, Sin."
Oh, fuck.
And you see in the corner behind Strahd, kind of like this creepy spider holding onto the rafters. You see that disjointed creature with the bag over its head just hanging there, staring at you, kind of swinging from left to right. You hear a light hum coming from it.
And what am I doing here?
Revert back to your other form, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I changed back.
Change back into your usual form there, Sin. And she says, "You are quite an interesting individual, wanting to help me and do what work that needs to be done in order to get your soul back. Are you still interested?
If you can help me, then yeah.
Oh, I can help you. And they come over to you and they lean down. They put a little finger under your chin. They say, how far are you willing to go? Because I don't do anything without consent.
As far as it takes.
Good. They pick you up by your chin, help you stand. And they begin leading you down through the stone, down various stairs, eventually arriving at kind of a carpeted area. And you see stairs leading up and two stairs splitting off, all of it carpeted in this very deep, dark red. And mounted on the wall, you see a picture, a portrait of a woman with dark hair, standing strong, a small smile on her face. She's wearing this heavy armor that's there. As she gestures up towards the painting, she says, "Turn into her."
Okay. And slowly but surely I begin transforming into this woman that I see before me.
As you do, you see Strahd's lips curl into a smile and say, "It has been a long time since I've been able to see Tatiana in the flesh." And they kind of cup your face with their hands, stroking your cheeks.
I smile, trying to get into character.
No. The work is not quite done, for you see, there's one other person that I need until I can give you what matters most back to.
What would you like?
And then as they kind of lean in and whisper in your ear, you can kind of feel her lips just on your earlobe very lightly as she kind of begins to bring you in closer, to press against her chest. That's where the camera will fade to black. And that's where we'll end today's session.
Hey!
Yay!
I bet she said
God.
Mo nuts.
Mo! Give me Mo!
In the midnight
know-
hour.
I know what your name should be.
Mo?
Please.
D's.
He's nuts!
You could
not-
also go with Ligma.
It's not
Oh my
that
God.
simple, sadly.
So thank you everyone for tuning in to tonight's Curse of Strahd game. I hope y'all had a fun time with sharks and mommies and Arabelle, because Arabelle's really fun. But yeah, we'll go around again, kind of introducing everybody, and everyone, if they want to, can talk about their favorite part of the game. We'll start with Alfie, aka Stacy.
Sweet Bernard. Highlight of my
Truly.
life.
Yeah.
Really, really up there. Really up there. We'll never forget. And we'll probably make a little sketch of my boy.
And where can we find you and who are you?
Oh, my name's Stacy. I'm on Instagram on Couple of Chumps Cosplay. There's no cosplay, but I'm a chump.
Fantastic. And B.
Hi. Hey, I'm B. I do art on Twitch and Picardo, and I'm on Instagram. Bikake everywhere, all over your face. You can find me there. I did the art for this game. I'll do art for your game. That's me.
And do you have a favorite moment of today?
I'm gonna say witnessing Alfie ride upon the glass shark was just a very magnificent sight.
It was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And what about you, Monster?
I am Monster X8. I'm going to be streaming more now because I have time. You can catch me on Twitch. I am on Twitter and Instagram occasionally. So I think possibly my favorite part of the game was us just like this wild talking unicorn out of nowhere, and it was like, did we eat something bad? Like, are we all just tripping balls over here? But no. Yeah, and I really hope we find Mo.
I hope so too, because Mo is, we'll see when, but Mo is actually Nina Wolverina, and her character that she's made for this. So eventually a guest. It'll be fun times.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And Emma.
Hi, it's me, Emma, also known as Emma Panada. This is my channel. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for all the participation as well. You're all amazing. If you haven't already, you can give me a follow, because we do a lot of other TTRPG content.
So much.
Including a Ravenloft game every other Sunday, including this
amazing.
upcoming Sunday.
It is so good. Like, seriously, everyone's a PNG tuber, and it's so funny.
It's really adorable,
so good.
and I'm excited to destroy everyone's souls. Then we have on alternating Sundays a Kids on Bikes game, and then on every other Friday, including this Friday, we have an Avatar Legends campaign. So yeah, we've got stuff going on a lot, so come hang out whenever you'd like. Other than that, you can also find me on Twitter at Emma Panada, where I shitpost and just have a good time. And that's about me. How about you, Matihi? Where can we find you?
If you had a favorite part of tonight's game, Emma.
Oh, my favorite part of tonight's game. I liked putting the mask on the guy and seeing what would happen. And then afterwards, because I know my own backstory, obviously, it put some things into perspective. Is all I'll say. So it was cool having that little moment, and then at the end there, I once said a while ago, when I was talking about retiring Sin and playing a new character, that like I really wish I could have seen a picture of Tatiana and then turned into her in front of Strahd just to see what would happen. And so it's funny that Matt kind of included that at the end there.
Now you're Strahd's girlfriend.
Yeah. Smooches. And there's me. I'm Matihi, or Maddie Matihi on Instagram and Twitter. What else? Oh yeah, I'm over on Salaluna's channel every other Wednesday, including hopefully this Wednesday, depending on scheduling. I am playing Ricaria, who is a tiefling druid who has a Senek friend named Sir Lancelot. She is the best. B also did the art for all the characters in that game, and it's absolutely amazing. B also did the art for the other Wednesday game that Emma is in, and that is the Ghost of Saltmarsh game. Yeah, we did all those too. I'm also, of course, here every other Friday playing Kondo, who is my Avatar game, and I'm here almost every Tuesday. We try our best, but you know, schedules, but it's okay. But I'm here playing Dami Mommy Strahd and many other NPCs, including Rictavio, who I absolutely adore. I don't care, I love him. But my favorite moment of the night, I just love just everything with Rictavio, because Rictavio is just really fun to play.
I think we scarred him for life.
I don't know.
He said he'd have drinks waiting for us. He seems okay.
Yeah, he likes y'all still.
Yeah.
You're a bit
Lots.
shady. Yeah, but that's it. That's all. That's it, folks.
All right. Well,
Huzzah.
thank you all so much. I don't really have Well, I can.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna raid into our art friend Calvin Sims because I recommended him
Calvin.
to a friend to commission recently. So
Hot anime babes.
exactly, they wanted hot anime babes, and I gave them hot anime babe
So we're gonna give
recommendations.
you hot anime babes.
So
You, the
Yeah.
viewers, get babes and getting stepped on by Strahd. You're welcome.
all right, well, thank you all so much. Have a great week, and we will see you later.
Huzzah. Bye. Slowly waving, frantically. Goodbye.
Parade wave. You can hit raid now.
Okay,
Parade wave.
there we go.
Huzzah.
All right.
I hope you all
My
have
headache
fun.
feels so much better, but I'm just